What's going on, Attacker Squad? It's your boy Roman, aka Mr. Tournament 343, and I was actually planning on doing this live stream today because basically this is kind of an impromptu thing, and basically I actually have like a personal axe to grind with some of my friends over like certain issues. Oh, yeah, expect a lot of axe grinding here. So I've also added a link to the live stream here. Hold on, there we go. Right there. If anybody wants to join in, I've already had to let people know that I'm actually live streaming. I mean, seriously, why can't people understand that, if somebody wants to enjoy something, they should actually have a right to enjoy it, not, force their like hand in certain issues. It's just ridiculous, guys. I really can't stand this. This is actually why I do not like this is why I do not like SJWs in general. Because A, they have a tendency to actually just, be, the Twitter idiots they are. Somehow I have a feeling that the word idiot is actually probably going to freaking used as a slur. Or, ugh, why? Just why? We're actually just living in a world where we're constantly, you know, dealing with a bunch of morons and stuff. And basically, even if you actually go and say, like, something that might offend someone, they'll actually try canceling you online and all that crap because they can't actually stand, they can't even take any criticism whatsoever. It's like, seriously, why do you actually have to be such incompetent morons? Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Just why? I cannot even stand this. But, like I said, if you guys actually haven't seen yesterday's video, I was actually freaking griping against Mother's Basement, of all people. Because he's basically one of, like, several people I have, like, personal, like, gripe against. Oh, and don't even get me started on Neuralities. She's next, along with the Anime Man. Because basically, those two really have, a personal, like a personal, what do I want to say there? I don't even know the words for it, but they just really love to piss people like me off. Oh. That's just me actually grinding my axe and letting people know that I am just super mad right now. And hopefully, if my guests actually show up, I'll have to let people know. Wrap on an altar, guys. This is ridiculous. People should understand that, one, you don't actually go and compare people to like fictionalized characters. Sort of like, extra credits video about orcs actually being equivalent to people of color. You don't do that. You don't ever do that. Ugh. This is why I seriously hate people like that. And I'm also out of soda. Go figure. Not to suffer. Lack of caffeine really just kind of tends to make someone like me a little testy. Oh my god. Why? Finished it off yesterday, and now I probably might have to get some more when I go to town sometime, either later today or tomorrow. No matter when, but we'll just have to get some more. Oh, we got a guest. Hold on. Oh, nice to saw Hang on.
Sup,
What's up,
heathen?
dude? I'm actually doing pretty good, man.
Alright. It's funny when I'm watching you on the PS right now. I was I had to sign to another account to change my avatar. But as I was doing that, I was watching you on, again, my PS. I'm on laptop right now. And watching your videos at the beginning is always funny because it's like really awkward when it's just you waiting for everyone to just come in.
Yeah, basically, I just kind of want to change it up a little bit. Do something original.
Oh, by the way, I mean, I hope you haven't gave up on the podcast.
No, 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 no. I just actually needed something to. I mean, I'm actually not giving up on the podcast whatsoever. I just need some guests for talk about like rules.
Hello.
Hey, Davy girl.
Hey, Didi.
Did you see my tweet about the Twitter stock marking dropping?
Yeah.
I don't think I've actually seen that one yet, but I'll have to check it out as soon
I
as we finish.
just tweeted it.
Oh, okay, but yeah, I actually saw the tweet from yesterday where freaking some dude was crying about freaking My Hero Academia actually freaking you know normalizing, and I'm using air quotes here, normalizing child abuse. I
And
mean, seriously.
incest, apparently. Because apparently, there has never been a child who looks more like one parent than the other.
And clearly, these people don't know that because they, have that gender studies degree, which isn't a real degree.
Hell, my mother's side of the family always said I looked like her. I feel insulted because while I love my mother, she wasn't exactly a good person at the end of her life.
Mm.
Yeah, in
But
fact, yeah. Go ahead there, Dionysus.
well, what I was gonna say was, but no, it's funny because last week I made the comment here on the stream saying, they always cry and read about roadies and crap like that, but yet they never complain about the child abuse. Well, apparently they saw your stream and said, challenge accepted.
Never give them ideas, apparently.
Mm. Get a job. There's an idea. Get a job.
Touch some
Exactly.
grass.
Yeah, exactly. But here's the thing: people like that just really have a tendency to piss people like us off because I find it kind of annoying that people are still saying that Woolacons are actually equivalent of CC when it's not, because it's like what Alice Alucard actually was saying in her live stream. Basically, it's a contradiction. Basically, it's like saying that she's actually a real person, but she's only a character, pixels on a computer screen, and she can't actually come out and actually, harm someone.
That's just sad, but it's weird how they put so much emphasis on the Lodi, but yet no one complains about the zombie or the vampire being necrophilia and shagging a werewolf or Rouge the Bat being
Hey, stop
bestiality.
this shagging werewolves.
But no, I'm just saying, like, how come they never complain about the quote unquote bestiality there?
Oh, because I'm sure they'd point out werewolves and vampires don't exist. But
Lodis don't exist.
Well, technically, there are people who look younger than they are.
Well, yeah. Well, there's technically people who are kind of hairy, and well, and
Also, Mr. Anime,
So,
um, I will watch porn and porn parodies, but I am not good at describing them.
Nani?
well, basically, like I was saying, this for like a fan fiction of mine where I told her that she actually needed to create like some kind of weapon, but I was also thinking like why not actually brainstorm an idea like about like how her character can actually have fun with her guardians, aka Spiro Mitru.
Look, she might kiss and cuddle, but when it comes to describing the wild monkey child lovemaking dance, I'm not very good at that.
Well, basically, I think I can actually help out there as well. So,
Also, I'm trying to open up my Discord. It's not going to open up. I'm trying to get Matt on.
I send Zombie a link. If he gets on, he gets on.
Well, like I said, I'm trying to open up Discord, but it's kind of being stupid right now because I was going to get Matt to see if he ain't up to join us.
yeah,
Join
hang
us
on,
in
dude.
the.
I'll be right back. I'll actually see if I can get on Discord and
Alright.
I'm eating string cheese.
I will serenade y'all with my music.
I will sing the song of my people.
When the world died, we disappeared. I just said that song. I'll send you a link. It's a pretty good song. It's a game song. It's one of those games that it's one of those songs that are like a tribute to the game. Yo, Gigi, where are you?
I'm here.
I mean, I know you're here, but I mean that noise.
Oh, my dad bought me a new fan for my room.
Ah.
And I'm
Yeah, it
eating
sounds like
string cheese.
yeah, it sounds like you were like outside or something.
No, and it's hot, so I'm not turning my fan off.
Oh no, I'm not saying turn it off. I'm pretty sure it's hot as hell.
Look, I have it on the lowest setting. I can't do any more than that.
I know, not outside. It's just no. It sounded like you were like outside on a windy day.
Well, considering it looks like rain today, you wouldn't be wrong.
Mm.
oh, that sucks. It says insert here says support Suto Ripu, a guy who spreads a PSA to Japanese artists about targeted harassment, has been suspended. Apparently, that really
What
sucks.
the fuck?
And it turns out that my good friend Jose, aka Anime Lord 69, also got suspended from Twitter as well for some stupid reason. I don't know why, but they didn't even say why he was suspended.
So y'all have a Discord?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can one of y'all send me a link privately? Because
Well, it's gonna have to be Mr. A because my Discord refuses to open up.
well, one of y'all, because I need somewhere to go in case Twitter decides to suspend me again. I've had like 4 12-hour suspensions because someone false flagged me.
For
Yeah.
what?
In fact, here's the thing. I was actually freaking suspended for. I mean, I got freaking blocked out of my account for 12. Well, I actually had like 2 instances where I've actually been blocked out of my account. One was for actually making a tweet about Susie Liu. God, I hate that woman. And second was actually over a new picture of Momoyage Rosu, freaking lying on a beach for a header.
I was suspended because I told the SJWs to go eat Tide Pods. And apparently that hurt their little fees.
People should stay off the internet if they can't grow a thick skin.
And to be fair,
Seconded.
they are SJWs, so they are the weakest of humanity.
I mean, I was bullied every day from third grade until I went to a special program for high school so I could catch up because I'd been held back a couple of times in school. And even I learned that I'm going to have to need a thicker skin later in life.
I mean,
Where are these wokies' parents? Who are their parents?
I guarantee you the parents were, you're a special boy, you can be whatever you want. And they got participation awards, they never had to lose a game, they never rode a bike. It's just, they lived this coddled life where,
Ah, yes,
it,
the participation trophies.
yeah,
I remember
and
I remember when I was younger, my mother let me and my little sister do beauty pageants. We asked, she didn't force us like you see on Toddlers and Tiaras.
thank God.
That shit is disgusting.
And I
And
always hated when they gave me and the other girls who weren't one of the top three the little dinky trophies because it's like, well, you didn't win, but we want you to not feel bad about yourself. And I'm like, I still feel bad about myself because now you gave me a dinky little trophy to remind me of my failures.
You know what's funny is I remember seeing there's two times, by the way. There was this whole baseball game and they weren't keeping score, right? It was just them playing ball. The kids were just playing ball, and the parents were happy with themselves, thinking, okay, little Timmy and other little kids, they're not going to keep score. But in the end, the kids knew who won and who lost. So children not only do know these things, there are some competitive kids, and these parents are trying to, bubble wrap them and make them think that they're all little winners.
Look, all I know is when I did beauty pageants as a kid, I'd have rather gotten nothing at all and just been sad for maybe a day or two than be reminded for years with a dinky little trophy, you're a failure.
Now, with the SJWs, I think with their participation awards, they not only hang it up, but they will also sit there and say, like, you see, kids, I got this when I was pretending to be an airplane at the baseball field. Like, wow, really? That's how you got your little trophy? Meanwhile, this guy over here was the one that got the home run.
yeah, anyway, I've actually left the link to my Discord server in the private chat, so just feel free to just accept the invite whenever you're ready. So
Okay, I'm not gonna do it now because if I switch out of the StreamYard thing for too long, it'll kick me out, and then I'd have to have you bring me back in.
yeah, I understand. Besides, that's only natural. But like, also, so insert here actually brings up another good point. These parents also put their kids in front of a TV and the internet as a temporary replacement for parenting. Uh,
Yep.
you really need to, learn to stand up and actually be parents. I mean, this
I've
isn't like the '90s.
I've actually seen people say, "Oh, we should do a reboot of Home Alone or The Goonies." I'm like, that wouldn't work nowadays.
I
Oh,
actually thought about, well, go on.
because like example, even if the parents did somehow forget Kevin, I'm sure they'd have given Kevin an iPhone or have a thing on Kevin's iPad that would allow him to call and say, "We're gonna call the police to come check on you. Open the door for him." And that'd be the end of the movie. There'd be a cop staying with Kevin to tell one of his parents, if not both, came back, and the crooks wouldn't be trying to kill Kevin. Same with the Goonies. you know the mom would have a tracker on her kid's cell phone, and the minute they reached the property line of their house they had to sell, she'd be calling and saying, "Where are you going? Where are you going?"
Yeah, and I mean, here's the thing. I was thinking about that whole Home Alone thing, and what if the parents were just absolute assholes and didn't care about Kevin, and were just, totally neglectful? That could work.
Yeah, but then you don't get the warm fuzzies when Kevin sees his mom. Of course, they were
True.
already kind of assholes in the first and a little bit of the second movie. I mean,
Exactly. Like they kept blaming him, and it's like, dude, what's that? How are we supposed to like these people? And then the
I
last,
mean, I get it. Kevin shouldn't have thrown a fit, but it's like, are you not going to punish your older son who ate all the cheese pizza knowing your son only likes cheese pizza? What the fuck?
yeah, exactly. Kevin was in the right to be like, hey, dude, what the hell? Not just that, but it's like everybody had a thing against Kevin. Like they wanted to just make sure his day was shitty.
They also had a scene that was cut with Uncle Asshole, as I call him.
Hmm.
You know, the one who says, "Look what you did, you little jerk."
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck you. You're not even paying for this trip, so I don't see why you should be insulting the guy who is paying for the trip's son.
Also, can
But
we just? Oh, go on.
but there was a scene that was cut, and he says, "Do you know what they call Americans in the UK? Yanks." And Pants is Kevin. I'm like, that's not funny. Thank God someone was like, yeah, that's not funny. We need to cut that scene out.
Yeah, I mean that was kind of. But like,
Yeah,
okay,
then there's the part where they actually freaking in Home Alone 2, they actually had to cut out the president. I mean, our former president though.
But it's like 5 seconds with Trump.
oh,
Don't
don't you
get me
mean?
wrong. I'm not a fan of Trump. It's 5 seconds. He says he just tells Kevin where he has to go in the law to check in. That's it. There was no grab her by the pussy or whatever in that scene.
Oh, don't you mean the one we must not speak of? If you remember that stupid trending tweet from a couple of days ago. Like, what do we call our former president? They're like the one that mustn't be
What?
spoke
What
of.
is Trump Voldemort now? Why are we calling him the one we must not speak of?
Because he's supposed to be the most evil, bloodthirsty demon monster boogeyman thing that they've ever came across. Because he hurt widow Fifi's.
Look, again, I'm not a fan of Trump, but at least the man isn't dementia ridden like Joe Biden. I mean, who the fuck would trust a guy who says the poor kids are as smart as the white kids, basically implying only people of color can be poor?
The trailer park likes to say hello.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Anyway,
let's not forget the fact that if you don't vote for me, you're not black, which kind of makes me wonder. So if I do vote for you, I'm black? What do you mean, Joe?
See, that's
What
the
do you
big question.
mean?
yeah, it's actually just basically when it comes to politics, you're basically picking the lesser two evils.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that whole South Park voting thing. Either you're actually stuck with a giant douche or a turd sandwich.
That was a good episode.
Okay, and also insert here says someone needs to teach these kids that some places on the internet are too young for them. Online harassment, and this one is most important. Separate fiction from reality. 100% totally agreed.
Yeah, we need to get Cool Cat to teach the kids.
You know, this is why people believe that they basically push their being into a different version of themselves into another universe like Harry Potter. Because parents aren't there to teach them that fiction is fiction and reality is reality. You
There
think
goes
I
gravity.
wouldn't be ecstatic to have the doctor show up in my backyard? I would be creaming my pants, but I know he isn't real, so he isn't going to end up here.
But you can still have fantasies, though.
Yes, but I don't think the doctor is real like these people do. They really think that they're pushing their consciousness into an alternate version of themselves where, like, witchcraft exists or My Hero Academia exists.
Yeah. Also, insert here also says this. Okay, one, how many of these people are having buyer's remorse? And two, has anyone thought of voting for a third party or an independent candidate?
As long as they're not woke, they got my vote.
My
Amen
dad
to that.
my dad says the reason we only had to deal with Trump is because the Democrats refused to let Bernie be the candidate for him because Bernie would actually do something to try and fix the country, whereas Hillary is a money grubbing bitch.
Uh huh.
And then people are like, well, how did Trump win? And it's like, because despite I don't like Trump either, he's the lesser of two evils. I voted for Joe Stein myself, but that's not the point. Trump was basically the lesser of two evils. Had they played Bernie, we wouldn't have had to deal with Trump. But no, we had to play Hillary, and they were expecting women to be like, oh, well, she's got the mighty V, so I must vote for her. And it's like, you have no respect for women if you think that's the only reason they would vote for Hillary.
Oh, crap on an altar. This is why I seriously do not talk about politics on this, but like I said, like during the last stream,
Well,
got a pass, so
Sorry.
it's
I
okay.
mean, you did bring up the fact that they cut out Trump from the Home Alone movie, so
yeah, they kind of escalated.
yeah.
But I mean, to kind of get off the whole political mumbo jumbo. Like, okay, so I mean, again, the Home Alone could work. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You won't get the warm fuzzies, but in my honest opinion, the family was a piece of shit. Like, they clearly didn't care for Kevin until it was like too late, and it's like, nah, fam, nah, you're a piece of shit. This is like a whole I don't know if it's Stockholm syndrome, but it's just you're not a good family.
And then
And
it
yeah,
happened again in the second one where they believe Buzz when he says, I humbly apologize. I'm like, can you not hear it in his voice? He's being a smarmy bastard. And they're like, Kevin, you need to apologize to your brother now. He apologized to you. And Kevin's like, he didn't mean it. And they're like, Kevin. And I'm like, no, he's right. He didn't mean it. He's still a smarmy little asshole. You think what
exactly,
happened last year, you wouldn't risk your child possibly, running off or something,
Ex-
and actually be parents and deal with your older crap spawn.
exactly. And now jumping on over to the Goonies. Yeah, like you said, the Goonies won't work simply because thanks to cell phones, as soon as little Timmy gets off the property line, where you going, child? You're not supposed to leave the and you can't have that awesome adventure where you find was it One-Eyed Woody's treasure or something?
Yeah, the reason the Goonies work in like the 80s is because there was no way you could track your child. Back then, you had to hope for the best, and hope your child wasn't found dead in the river 2 days later.
And
Now,
we
now you can pretty much track your child, so none of the kids would have gotten to the edge of the property line before they were getting text saying, now remember, don't leave the property.
yeah,
Yeah,
and oh, go on.
okay, yeah. What I want to say there. Also, I don't think that Ferris Bueller's Day Off would have actually worked as well either.
But I mean, see, I feel sorry for this generation because they can't have that good movie where kids are just being kids, like Sandlot, The Goonies,
Oh, the Sandlot.
and what's that movie? Stephen King. Stand By Me, Stand By Me. Those are some damn good movies, and they worked back then because they didn't have cell phones. So it's like you didn't have that plot element, right? But now we could no longer we're no longer going to have that.
Well, I mean,
And
considering Stand By Me is people looking for dead bodies in the woods, provided that the parents don't have a tracker on their kids' cell phones, it could work because no cell reception, you know?
also, I just thought of something. It would probably have to work, but uh, in order for it to work, they're probably gonna have to like, hey guys, let's get famous on not YouTube and not Twitch,
Oh,
and find this
God.
dead. Yeah, see, it's already ruined. It's already ruined. Like, hey guys, I'm Josh, and today I'm gonna find the dead body in the woods.
Basically, I'm going to be Logan Paul.
But with more charisma, though. I mean, the movie has to have the character with charisma. Like, he's a dumbass, he doesn't know what he's doing. And then, like, maybe when he gets to the body, it's like, this journey, this past 3 days, I came to learn something. Like, maybe the views aren't worth it. This is disrespectful, and there you go. End of movie. Good, wholesome ending right there.
I think
Yeah,
the only movies they could ever reboot that could possibly work for adventures and stuff is things like the Never Ending Story. You know, where we're not focusing on the real world, we're focusing on a fictional world. And even then that would be ruined because Bastion probably be like, why isn't this book in a Kindle?
Oh yeah, there you go. There you go. But wait though. What if it is a Kindle and they read it and then adventure stuff?
That would have to be like the sequel to Jumanji, where the book have to be like, no one's gonna read me this way, Kindle.
yeah. Also, you want to talk about? Hang on, we got another guest. It's
That's
Anime
probably
Like
Matt.
69. Hang on.
Oh,
Yo, what's up?
konnichiwa.
Hey, how
Hello.
are you?
Oh, doing pretty
Fine.
good.
Very good.
I'm fine. I had some string cheese for breakfast.
That's not
Ah,
very good.
hey,
I mean
that counts in a
spaghetti.
minute. But anyway, like I was saying, I was just a little freaking pissed off that what I want to say there. Yakuza Western Killer, aka Sapphire Betty, actually did it AMV using Vito Healer. Yeah, he's accusing me of certain things, including saying that freaking uh that Rita Healer is actually just a cookie cutter isekai anime. It's like what Ian
It's
Kiko said.
not an isekai. An isekai means you're transported to a different universe or world. It's
Exactly.
a Peggy Sue because you're going back in time in your
Wait,
timeline.
what the?
Oh my God, if you're gonna try and complain, get the term right, you dumb fuck.
Exactly.
What just happened? He got disconnected.
Oh, yeah, apparently it happens, but like I said, if he actually wants to join on again, I sent him the link. So basically, like I said, I left the link for anybody who actually wants to join in, and basically, what do I say there?
I'm still trying to compile all the tweets that Shallow Throat has sent me. That's what my source wants to be called, is Shallow Throat.
Pretty cool.
But I'm
Better
still
than-
trying to compile it, but they've sent me some information they've collected.
Also, insert here also brings up a good point. Get woke, go broke is real. I mean, look at the award shows, American comic book industry, Star Wars, most of American entertainment, and etc.
Oh, I
I
can tell
totally
you Go Woke Go Broke is real. I mean, look what happened. everyone else went to see the Sonic movies and not Birds of Prey, and the Birds of Prey people were pissy about it, so they tried to claim Sonic as their own by saying Sonic and Tails should be a couple. I'm like, haha, haha, if you've seen Sonic lore and stuff, you know Sonic is in his mid to late teens, whereas Tails is always 9 years old. You are the people who complain about pedophilia, but when you want to claim something, you're willing to do pedophilia just so you can try and claim it.
Not
and
just that, but they.
don't even get me started on freaking the shippers for like freaking the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
I mean, all it is like you want your token points. It's, you're not real fans, right? I mean, it's okay to ship. I mean, you watch a show, you watch anime, or play a video game, whatever. You get into the story. It's like, character A and character B would be pretty cute together. I mean, here's the thing. I ship two. It's cute. It's wholesome, what have you. But at the end of the day, though, it is what it is. It's not anything deep and whatever.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, but hell, I'm just enjoying something for what it is. It's an escape. I mean, that's why I prefer, playing video games, watching anime, reading indie comics.
Oh yeah, for those who weren't in the Council of Weebs thing, I said I'm thinking of getting the Switch version of Miitopia. I own the 3DS version and I loved it, but the Switch version has more features that I want to check out. And I've decided either Sabbath or Marchie is going to be the villain, and then everyone else is going to be and then everyone else I know are going to be NPCs or the people who go on my journey with me to defeat the big bad evil guy. And Vic is going to be the wise sage that helps you.
Oh, that'd be cool. I really like
That's
that.
interesting.
Because there's this character called Wise Sage, and then whoever you put as the thing, it's their name. So Vic's going to be the Wise Sage, and I will take screenshots and stuff of that to show everyone when I get the game.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool though. But also, another thing that really freaking just irks me is like, oh hey, Soul Spectre 78's on. It's good to have you actually on there, bud. I mean, I just actually wanted to say, freaking Moralities is what she calls herself. She's the one who's also, saying that Wukon is bad and stuff like that.
Oh, Morality, that piece of horseshit. Did you see her ReZero review? She clearly doesn't watch ReZero. The one big thing that she brought up was apparently Subaru yells at the women in his life who all they want to do is help him and they're nice and yada yada yada. It's like, dumbass, no. If you paid attention and actually watched it, you would see that Beatrice treats him like shit at the beginning with throwing him out of the library every chance she gets. Ram and Ram treat him like garbage in the beginning, and he's just getting spat on left and right until he proves himself that he is worthy, of like respect. I mean, my favorite part is where
How
I forgot the.
about the fact he's probably traumatized by the fact that he's been witnessing people die and he keeps going back after he dies.
Exactly, and she doesn't put that into consideration. Like, yeah, Subaru was kind of out of it when he was chewing out Amelia, saying, "I have sacrificed so much." Is like at that timeline he really didn't, but we know what he did. Amelia doesn't know because she was. This is the timeline that they were in. It's like
this poor guy is basically trying to make sure nothing happens, like taking down the whale that absorbs memories and stuff. To a point that people will just blink out of existence if all memory of them is taken.
Yeah, and like she clearly has no idea what the hell she's talking about because you see this guy busting his ass trying to make sure that everybody he cares about is okay, and he has the right to be freaked out because again he died a crap ton of times, so he's not going to be just hunky dory. He's going to be like, oh, listen, I have done this. I'm kind of getting annoyed with this, yada yada yada, and you know, to just to kind of derail for a moment, the one scene that I absolutely loved is the unknowing present, or what it was called, where he sees everyone whenever he dies. He sees everyone is kind of torn when he dies. My favorite was with I forgot the night dude's name, but he somehow hates the guy for a multitude of reasons. But the dude has respect for him. It's like I wish we could have been friends, and it's like these people after Silveru has proven himself, they actually care. Felix cares, Ram and Ram care, and Beatrice also cares. But she, Nomadity, whatever her freaking name is, doesn't understand that because she is one of those fans who's like, Goku is my favorite Pokemon from the anime Sailor Yu-Gi-Oh!
She either hasn't watched it or she didn't get it the first time, in which case she needs to watch it again. 3 times, in my opinion, if you don't get it. And if she still doesn't understand after that, then she's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, a YouTuber already talked about the whole her video on ReZero, basically calling her out like we apparently watched two completely different animes because the one she was watching was this power fantasy, and it's like, no, this ain't a power fantasy, dude. Subaru is clearly the weakest antagonist in Isekai.
Basically, you get rid of Subaru, Amelia becomes the weakest.
Mm-hmm.
You have Subaru, Amelia at least has some magic that she can use to try and protect herself. Subaru, he's good at dying and going back in time. That's a good thing, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Well, not
Yeah,
just that, but
it's sort of like that movie Edge of Tomorrow, where apparently our protagonist actually Major Cage. He actually has the ability to actually relive the same day after he dies. And yeah, it's actually it's a Tom Cruise movie. Go figure. It's actually pretty freaking good.
I mean, not just that though. Noadity was also trying to sit there and say that it's a harem anime, and no. Ram, the blue-haired one, is one that loves him, but Subaru has the hearts for Amelia, and also that love that Ram has for him was earned. It wasn't a love at first sight. I will simp for you. It was like she fell in love with this guy because of who he is.
Yeah,
And also
not to mention Subaru helped her a little because she felt guilty for her twin sister losing her horn.
Yeah, and also Ram is best girl. Do not at me.
Hey, I feel the same way, dude. Basically, I gotta say that it was really scummy that freaking Subaru decided to actually just reject Rem like that, saying that he's actually pining for Amelia.
It's Betty and Veronica. We all know that Archie should be with Betty because Betty actually shows him love and stuff, whereas Veronica's like, me. But Archie keeps going for Veronica, and personally, I think it's because Veronica's got money, because that's the only reason I can think of that Archie would put up with that shit.
I mean, at least with this, like, Subaru is a good guy at the end of the day, and it's not really much about money or power. It's just he has the hots for Amelia, and it's it's more wholesome compared to what you were talking about, the Archie and Veronica, since that seems like it's more toxic due to it's clearly about the money than anything else.
Yeah, it's more sweet compared to the Veronica thing. But that's the only thing I can think of because Veronica is a bitch and will get upset at every moment if someone doesn't tell her she's pretty or something. So clearly Archie has to have only married her for the money. That's all I can think of. And anyone who's Archie fans, don't at me. You know I'm right.
Oh, by the way, to kind of derail this for just a moment, I'm trying to look up Yusuka, Western Killer, but I can't find him on YouTube. Did he delete his channel?
I don't think so. Besides, are you using Yakuza Western Killer?
Yeah, Yakuza.
Yeah, it's Yakuza and then Western and then Killa.
Yeah, that's what I said. His YouTube channel ain't popping up. Like, there's you, Mr. A, who was talking about him, and there's the Yakuza video. Oh my god, what is this? This, I'm seeing a bunch of dude in thongs with tattoos. I can't look away.
What?
Dee
What
Dee,
the
you
hell
might
are
like
you
it.
looking at?
What?
I'm looking at Sin.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hold on, I'll see if I can find it, because, give me a sec. Boink. Hold on, guys. I'll see if I can
Alright.
find it.
But no, it's like if you're looking for, it's like the third or fourth video. It's like a bunch of dudes, Asian dudes with tattoos, wearing it's not really thongs. It's like geez, I forget what they wear in Japan. That kind of looks like a banana hammock. Dee Dee, you might like it. Just saying.
Hold on. Let me see if I
I
can
know,
find them.
I don't know what your preference for guys is, but wait, you're there.
Because I remember I actually commented on one of his videos saying, "Wow, you look like a sad fat Betty." So that's kind of unfair to the actress who plays Fat Betty because she's not really fat anymore. And she got drugged for that. And it's like, why are you dragging her for losing weight? Why?
Not just that, but to me, Western Kyoto kind of looks like an emo version of Butch from Cool Cat.
Okay, I found it. I found it. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna post it in the private chat here for a second.
Alright. I mean, I'm not gonna, be mean or anything. I was just trying to see what the hell, like, if you made any new videos or whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
it turns
I'm
out
not.
that his latest work is actually a freaking EMV of Redo a Healer. And he says he actually hates the anime, and he kept posting as an NPC freaking this Hayao Miyazaki freaking quote saying anime was a mistake. Hayao Miyazaki. That's not even true. That
Hayao
is
Miyazaki didn't even say that shit. I
exactly.
basically
Freaking
pressed X to doubt when I saw that because it's like, nah, a guy who makes his money with anime or anime movies would not risk people being pissed at him by saying that.
exactly. It's actually a freaking debunked myth.
Yeah.
You see,
God. I've seen that stupid video of his called It's Spreading, where he's attempting to rip off his shirt, and thank God he has another shirt under it.
Oh,
Like,
my
imagine the
eyes.
fat bastard. Just imagine the fat bastard. Eh,
No,
I'm a
no,
sexy,
my eyes, I need the
sexy
blades. Oh
man,
oh my
sexy
God.
man.
oh Jesus Christ. That's another axe I should grind for another time. I mean, yeah, I actually have personal gripes against him. I got personal gripes against Mother's Basement, the Anime Man, Neuralities, and all these like fake 80tubers that don't even care about their fans like we do. Because I sure as hell care about my fans. I sure care about my friends. And basically, without either my friends or my fans, I would not actually be in this position right now, talking
Exactly.
about this.
And listen, guys, like my fans, my fellow heathens, you are all my little pod champs.
And this is why Vic is still popular. The scumbag VA don't seem to understand when you're an asshole to your fans, they're not gonna want to be your fans. The people defending you are just hoping you'll take your clothes off for them and let them motorboat whatever orifice you have.
Okay, that I'm freaking gonna need some brake bleach for that shit.
Oh, come on. Are you gonna tell me that BT underdog really believes Monica and just doesn't want to motorboat her tits?
What tits? She
Okay.
doesn't have any.
Oh, damn, that was good.
I mean, a source of mine, not shallow throat, a different source, basically told me that they witnessed BT saying he wanted to do terrible things to Monica. And let's just say terrible things as in what they're accusing Vic of doing.
And yet his head is not on the chopping block.
Well, of course not. He's basically trying to badmouth Vic so he gets a pass. Just like DC Douglas with this whole, let's film the ladies' room instead of being like, oh shit, let me get out of here before I'm called a pervert. I guarantee you, if DC Douglas was like, hey, yeah, Vic deserves a trial by judge and stuff, everyone would be dragging him for that goddamn video. But no, because he badmouths Vic, everyone's like, oh, it was just a joke. I'm like, no, it isn't. I wish a woman had come out of one of the stalls and started screaming, pervert! Police!
Yeah, exactly. But here's the thing. Basically, they actually freaking get away with the stuff that they're accusing him of, and yet they don't actually take, freaking responsibility for their actions, let alone,
Oh, let's not
and they
forget
plan for it.
Monpedo. Let's not forget Monpedo. 19 years old, forced her tongue down an underage girl's throat, and then blamed the foster system for what happened. And I'm like, you are 19 years old. You were more than old enough to know that shoving your throat down a 15-year-old's throat was not a good idea and is frowned upon in the United States, at least.
Oh man, Insert here actually brings up two good points here. First, he says, I'm neutral in the Vic situation, but I'm leaning towards that he's innocent. I appreciate that, and basically, we on I Stand with Vic want actual evidence to actually back up what these people are saying, but it turns out that the evidence is fabricated. Let alone, we all know that they're people.
My impression of Ron Soy. There's 100 women who Vic did this to. Okay, can I see the 10 police reports since 1 in 10 women will report someone? We don't need a police report. Their word is good enough. No, it isn't. You want me to at least give Monica the benefit of the doubt? Produce me a goddamn police report. Because no one is gonna, but they won't. Because they know, much like what happened with Abuser Heard, the minute the cops get involved, all the lies will be revealed.
That just
body cam. Abuser Heard and her cronies called the police saying, oh, Johnny has trashed the place. There's glass and wine everywhere. Body cam. Nothing on the floor. guy walking around in socks, and I'm like, for someone who said there's glass on the floor everywhere, I probably wouldn't be only in socks.
Not just that, but one thing I want to point out too with the whole Monica Rial bullshit is there was like a video or whatever. It was supposed to be her talking about what happened or what happened, air quotes. And some fan asked her like who is best girl, and she kind of derailed the conversation to talk about the best girls in anime. It's like, wait a minute, you were just harassed. Wouldn't that be far more important? Not only that, but wouldn't that be the thing you would want to talk about, not what is the best girl or whatever.
Oh, and Amanda Wynn Lee, that's a piece of work, told a teenage girl that she would get raped because the teenage girl's like, no offense, but we really do need some proof. And she's like, oh, you foolish girl. I hope you have people who are sympathetic to you when it happens to you. And it will happen. And I'm like, bitch, if I ever find you, I will scalp your pot-smoking head.
Yeah, because basically you just wished it happened to her. Like, what the hell?
Oh my god.
And as I'm scalping her, I'll say, this is for the girl that you told would get raped. This is for your son that you embarrassed with that masturbation joke. And this is for me for catharsis. And then I run off with her bloody hair to put on my shelf as a trophy.
Oh man. Also, Insert here brings up a good point. Personally, Jamie's voice sounds like that mean rich girl from a high school movie that ate a lot of brownies.
The only high school movie I know is Mean Girls, and I cannot get that Heather song out of my head. Candy Store?
Oh, the Heathers. Oh, I loved Heathers.
You know what's funny is I'm pretty sure you've probably seen it, but there's a PMV of the Dazzlings and the Equestria Girls singing the Heather song.
So does that mean? So is it Sunset Shimmer or someone else who is basically Veronica?
Okay, I don't know the Mean Girls' names, but like Heather, like a dollar show would be, of course, the bad girl Heather, one of them, and the leader.
Veronica is the girl who basically helps the Heathers out and says, "Please, just let me stand with you. Maybe I could avoid trouble for this year if everyone thinks I'm good with you."
Oh no! It all it was the Candy Store song. So it was just the dazzling singing Candy Store.
Oh, well, speaking of Heathers, all the girls I know who aren't fucking wokies always compare themselves to Veronica. And I'm like, I'm not Veronica. I'm the crazy boyfriend she has. I'm the one who'd be in Veronica's room going, Veronica, open the door.
Oh god. That would be totally scary as fuck though, but that's just the thing. But also, friggin' Insert here forgot to actually mention it was pot brownies.
I'm pretty sure we got that though. I mean, it was obvious that was those kind of brownies. They're not going to be family friendly. No. If there's a teenage party, it's going to be one type of brownies, one type alone. Unless you're a Christian party or something, then okay, it's not going to be the fun brownies.
I was actually watching a video a couple days ago of what character is supposed to be good in a movie or TV show but actually comes off as terrible. And someone brought up the goth girl from Mean Girls and says how she acts like she was hurt by the main character basically ending up just like the plastics. And it's like, well, I don't like to say nothing, but you're the one who told her to infiltrate the plastics in order to try and embarrass the plastics and try to tear them apart. So Who really is the bad person?
Everybody's bad.
Well,
It's
yeah,
bad,
but I'm
bad
just
kid.
saying. I'm just saying the golf girl's not exactly allowed to be like, I can't believe you.
Whoops, wrong one.
Really?
Hold on. Answer here says Amanda Whitley rarely gets anyone any work. She wasn't the voice for the Netflix dub of Evangelion. She also has a history of substance abuse, i.e., the Pen Pen dance. And to add salt to the wounds of the key animators of Evangelion was along with his family.
Oh God, the penguin dance. I'm sorry, but there's a lot of bad parents if that was an 18 plus thing because there were kids in the audience. And people say it was an 18 plus thing, so it doesn't matter. She was pulling her top off. I'm like, there were kids in the audience, so there are very many bad parents if there were kids in the audience for an 18 plus thing. Da-da!
Yeah, it's the parents' fault. I mean, it's an 18 plus movie, so it's meant for 18 plus.
Hold on, we got another guest.
Alright, come on, it'd be Matt.
All right.
Nice.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, also Melina, best Mortal Kombat girl too, by the way.
Yeah, she's actually one of my waifus.
Yeah,
Yes.
mommy
Yeah, the
milking.
teeth actually kind of freaking are like. I mean, the body's nice, but the teeth are a major turnoff.
No, man. The
That's
teeth,
not a
they
problem
gotta
for me, to be
stay.
honest.
Listen, the teeth, it makes it harder.
Oh.
I know, right?
Can we spam Mother's basement with a bunch of Melina pictures and
Yes.
see if his head explodes?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Actually, no. Let's show him interspecies reviewer.
No. If we want to really kill him, let's send him some of Zone Sama's porn parody videos on Newgrounds.
It will
Oh my god.
destroy him.
He would freaking just absolutely destroy Mother's basement, but hell. I mean, that's my personal axe to grind against him. I mean, it's certainly, it's too bad we don't actually have Matt Wheaton on, but,
I know,
I mean, Mother's basement acts like that. No, that only Japanese people are perverted. I'm like, he has never seen Zone Sama. I have watched her shit, and it's holy shit.
That guy doesn't know
She
shit.
comes up with, I would have never thought of. And so far, the only anime I can find on her thing that she did a porn parody of was Android 18 getting done by Cell.
oh
I need to
god.
look that up.
Oh, damn.
But hell, I gotta say, this is why I actually love anime so much, because basically, and I'm actually a creature of freaking. I'm a creature of comfort, and of course, my guiltiest pleasure is hentai. Don't freaking judge me.
I am a man of desire.
My thing is, as long as everyone is legal and agree, I don't see the problem of people having relationships.
Yeah. And also, if it's fiction, then it's fiction. It's not,
So that's
nothing's
why I
happening.
find the lolicon thing stupid. Oh, well, you're a pedophile if you want something that looks like a child. It's like, if she's 18 or above, she's legally an adult, and you can't say anything about it.
Exactly. And people talk about the movie Cuties.
Yeah, the SJWs didn't even complain about it.
I fucking hate Cuties.
I think everyone hates it. That movie is fucking disgusting.
Exactly, because basically, you're actually doing the very thing that you're supposed to be against. 2, you're actually using real kids for this. And 3,
Exactly.
Where the hell is it, studying your brain? Look at
Why not get
freaking
short 19 or 20-year-old women to play the children. You know, they're legally adults, but they look young enough that they could pass for this age. And don't give
My
me that.
cousin
Well,
said
it's pointing out how this is bad. You're still exploiting children to prove your point. That's like me shooting my dog in the leg and saying animal cruelty is wrong. Yeah, it's wrong, but I'm not setting a good example by shooting my dog in the leg.
Exactly. But, people don't understand that, basically they can't differentiate there's a boundary between fiction and reality. But thanks to social media, though, like Twitter, for instance, everything is actually freaking real. Whereas Anita Sarkeesian, who I actually have another extra gripe with, actually says that everything's racist, everything's sexist, everything's misogynistic, everything's homophobic, so we need to call it out.
I wonder if Anita Sarkeesian got a good fuck if she'd shut up.
I just want to know what her stance on something like Care Bears would be, or even Winnie the Pooh. Because here's the thing: Winnie the Pooh is as pure as you can get. It's like the most wholesome animation that you can possibly get. I want to know
Apparently
what the
not in
hell.
China, considering someone decided to make a joke that the Emperor of China looks like Pooh Bear, so now you can't have Pooh in China.
But I mean, that's just like, would she sit there and say, Pooh is a misogynist or some? Because here's the thing: it's like, remember last week or so, I brought up the dumbasses who were talking about Bluey and how they believed it was not diverse enough. A bunch of cartoon dogs weren't diverse enough.
Bluey? Yeah.
You can't.
Wait, Bluey, isn't
It,
that a dog show?
Yeah,
It's a
Oh
cute
yeah,
little
I
dog
remember
show.
now. Jello Flash did a video about it, talking that the show needs more diversity. With it clearly has a lot of diversity with a lot of different species of dogs. They have a Labrador, Husky, I don't know, different kinds of dogs, and they say that it's not enough.
But no, they want a black character dog. So it's like, what you and they were talking about, like, there's no LGBT, there's no disabled. So what I'm guessing is they want a
Oh my god.
Rottweiler. I'm guessing they want a Rottweiler in a wheelchair to talk to the poodle about how the poodle is privileged. That's probably what they want.
God
Well,
fucking
that
damn
blows.
it!
Oh, and
It's the
also the
yeah.
Knuckles
Rottweiler is
thing
trans.
all over again. It's the Knuckles thing all over again. Oh, Knuckles is coded black.
How?
Why?
He's
Because
red.
his theme is a fucking rap song? That seems kind of racist to assume he's black because his theme's a rap song.
Wow, that's actually kind of
Oh,
racist.
also just throwing out there, I hope in the next Sonic movie, Sonic 2, I hope Knuckles will show Sonic the way.
Oh,
Oh yeah, they're getting Jason Momoa to play Knuckles. I'm a little sad because I wanted The Rock, but I'm okay with Jason Momoa.
Oh god, just imagine the Rock though. Should you smell what Knuckles is cooking?
Wait, Jason Momoa is voicing Knuckles?
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Oh, nice.
AKA Aquaman. I
Yeah,
mean,
I don't know him, but I also know him from Game of Thrones where he played Khal Drogo.
Yeah, that's
Ah.
why everyone wanted Emily Clark to replace abuser Heard as Mara because she was Daenerys.
yeah,
But
in
hey,
fact,
now what I was going to say, okay, so we talked about Mother's Disgrace. I mean, Mother's Basement. How he's a sad, pathetic lowlife and an idiot.
Going to live in his mother's basement until she dies and gets kicked out. That's what you should say.
Oh wait a minute, hold on, hold on. What was that thing that you were talking about? I forgot what it was, but yesterday, Dee Dee, you were talking about Mother's Basement. Oh, wait, was it Mother's Basement or was it somebody else? Like it was the topic that you wanted to talk about.
yeah, Mother's Basement was one of the topics one of the actors that I wanted to grind against. because basically, I just really can't stand the guy because A, he thinks that fan service and anime is misogyny.
Again,
Second,
I should send him a link to Zone Sama's thing on Newgrounds and be like, yeah,
Well,
here's someone who loves doing fan service parodies for cartoons of America. In fact, the only anime she did a fan service parody of was Dragon Ball Z, and that was about it.
oh, and also, freaking what I want to say that, he thinks that freaking cat girls are the equivalent of sex slaves. And
Which
I
that's
like cat
absolutely
girls.
stupid.
Oh God! Why doesn't he go hang out with that idiot who said that anyone white married to a black person has them as a sex slave? What?
damn, that's actually kind of
Yeah,
racist.
yeah. And Bill Burr, because this is who the guy was directing it at. Bill Burr's wife, who is a black woman, came out and said, "Fuck you, you little shit. My husband loves me. And if I ever hear you say something like that again, I will get people after you."
Well said of her.
But, basically, that's just the thing that really freaking pisses me off the most. And also, don't even get me started on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I know that D&D Girl is not a very big fan, but I gotta say, if you're gonna actually watch JJBA, just watch it in order. I mean,
Exactly.
don't you
That,
get
that's
freaking mother's
that's why
basement?
we have it in parts. Sure, part 7 is kind of a reboot, but it still has reference from the first 6 parts. So in order to understand part 7, part 8 included, you gotta watch or at least read part 1 to part 6. I know that because I'm watching the anime, but I'm also reading the fucking manga. And that's how
Well,
it is.
well, this is what I said yesterday about Sword Art Online. Why do people force themselves to watch something they don't like? Me, if I don't like it, I move on and forget it ever existed. I'll tell people, look, if you like it, fine, but I'm not really a fan, so
I
Because
mean,
there's
people
no point in
because
talking
people
to
like
me
to bitch
about it.
around and ruins everyone's fun. That's how these day people are.
and I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I absolutely think Rick and Morty sucks. I'm sorry, but it's just how it is. I don't like it. I think it's dumb. The characters are unlikable. But guess what? I'm not going to make a YouTube video or, splatter my Twitter page with how much it sucks. I'm just gonna move the fuck on. It kind of reminds me, like, a good example. Back in the day, or not even back in the day, when MLP first came out, alright, D&D Go, you know how many haters that there were, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah, it spawned a picture of Applejack running from British police saying haters gonna hate.
and I mean, I joined a Facebook group like at the beginning of 2012, whatever, when the fandom was getting huge and stuff. I joined a Facebook group, and it turns out that it was actually a troll group that was just helping on making fun of MOP and the fans. It's like, why did you make this group if you hate the show so much? Now, when you look at it, like you look at the fans of any show, not just MLP, but any other show, and you got like, man, this is good. We are enjoying ourselves, we're having fun, etc., etc. Meanwhile, you're just stewing in hatred and complaining about how you hate this thing. It's like, guess which one of us is having fun with our lives, and which one of us is wasting our life.
Well, like the Steven Universe fandom. I love Steven Universe, I've said it before, and and but the fandom has basically made me reluctant to tell many people that I like the show because of the toxicity, like causing a 15-year-old artist to attempt suicide because she just so happened to draw rose quartz, which jokes on them when you find out rose quartz is pink diamond, skinny. And it's like, it's her interpretation. It doesn't affect the show. What the
Exactly.
fuck? Why would you drive a teenager to try and attempt suicide just because of the way she drew a character? What the fuck is wrong with you? Go outside, touch grass, find a guy or a woman to fuck. Just do something to get you to stop being this toxic.
Oh yeah, I think this one's actually perfect for you there, D&D girl. I think some lesbians and bisexual women would be less interested in without fan service.
Pretty much. Pretty much. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're the animes that I like Sailor Moon, but they were more from my childhood. Nowadays, a lot of animes, I gotta have someone like Midnight, or I'm probably not gonna stay.
Yes.
Nice.
Midnight, best girl.
Well,
Yeah, I
personally,
kind of missed her
Mirko's
first
best girl for
costume
me.
once I saw it. She basically pushed the limit, and I'm like, ooh, one slip
Dude.
of wind in that outfit.
You should see her backstory. She really pushes the limit. And what's funny is that she's supposed to be based on Blue Snow from Shamanetta.
I would love to see. I would love to see Horikoshi do designs for Snowflake and Safe Space. He might actually be able to make them good.
Dude, when it comes to anime, they can make any character that's crap that the West can make and turn them into something absolutely cool as fuck. There is an anime version of Captain Marvel who looks damn good and is damn awesome. Meanwhile,
I
we
want
get
Horikoshi to buy the rights from Marvel for Snowflake and Safe Space, change their names and stuff, and he could have them show up by having it be like their relatives of Rocklock or something. But
Yeah.
I guarantee he can make them work and look good.
Exactly, and I'm reading a brand new shonen manga called Candy Flurry,
I just
and it's
started
brand
doing that
new.
too.
Ah, is that yeah? Well, it came out 2 weeks ago, and
Yes, rather new.
chapter three comes out this Sunday, so catch up by all means. But it's a unique, original story that stands on its own, and you come over here to the West where we got gay Captain America because we meet our gender studies quota. I was like, are you even trying to be good?
Well, at least it's a new character, right?
Mm.
I mean, most times they'll just take a character like Iceman and reskin him as gay. Like, here's your representation. We don't care about your feelings. We just want your money, so we're making this character gay instead of making a new gay character. So we're basically insulting you and being lazy.
And what's funny is these SJWs they're trying to pander to don't have jobs. They don't have money.
Exactly.
The Wokies will basically call you a white supremacist until they find out it, and this is if you are black. If you're black and you disagree with the Wokies, they'll call you a white supremacist. Then they'll call you a COON if you reveal that you're black. Because how dare you not agree with their woke ass crap?
Hey,
They're
they're
like the same
so
thing
progressive, huh?
saying that you're not black if you don't vote for Joe Biden.
Again, does that mean I am black if I had voted for Joe Biden? What do you mean, Joe? What do you mean?
Yeah, but it's just a little thing right there. It's really ridiculous.
But hold on, crap. But yeah, now okay, so we talked about normalities and how much she's full of crap and has no idea what she's talking about because she's a fake fan. Again, the review video was absolute garbage. We also talked about a mother's accident, and what was the other person we wanted to talk about?
Sad Fat Betty?
Uh,
Yakuza Winter Killer.
wait, Oh yeah. Well, man, what has he done recently? Though, has he said anything or what? Because I don't even know the guy. I don't even know him. All I know is he used to be bros with Mr. A, and then the whole redo of Huda thing happened, and they broke up or broke off, and yeah.
I
I'm
still have
just
a
gonna
fucking personal axe to grind against that guy.
I'm just gonna say this. Every time someone says that only straight men like big titties in anime, I'm like wanting to put that picture of the black guy who's like, am I a joke to you? Because I'm
Hmm.
bisexual.
Just out of curiosity, Dee Dee, what are your thoughts on big mommy milkers like Canada from Queensbridge?
Look, let's just say if it weren't for the fact I don't want to have my neck snapped and my blood drained, I would basically follow the vampire lady from not Silent Hill, Resident Evil.
Oh, nice.
Ooh. She's actually freaking pure, like, she's actually pure waifu material for that. In
Yeah,
fact,
she
I totally
is.
get
I'm
it.
actually quite hyped for that game, just for her.
Yeah.
Though Silent Hill is one of my favorite games, and I'm very pissed at Konami for what they did.
What
But
did I do?
they canceled Silent Hills, and
Oh,
people basically made a killing by selling their PS4s or whatever it was on of the playable demo because people wanted to play it, but Konami removed the free download, so anyone who had it on their system started selling their systems for big cash. But
Yeah,
anyway, if Silent Hill were to have a big titty female character, I would follow that character around too.
Giggity giggity goo.
And that's another thing. Wokies don't seem to call out Quagmire.
Exactly. They called out Pepe Le Pew, and they were talking about Johnny Bravo and all of this. Like, wait, what about Cragmire? How come you're not going after the dude who is absolutely way worse than Pepe Le Pew and Johnny Bravo?
Yeah, I mean, there was actually a episode where it was Meg's birthday, and he goes up to Meg and says, "Hey, Meg, 18 yet?" And she's like, "No." He says, "Nice talking to you," and walks away.
I mean, at least he had like a boundary that like, okay, can't tap that yet.
At least in America, because they had a thing where he's talking about his 1 millionth fuck, and he has a parade of all the women in all over the world that he is fucked. And then it comes to the Asian countries, and Peter's like, "Ooh, we should probably go because a lot of those look young."
I mean, I even actually came up with an interesting concept for like my protagonist for like my magical trap series. In fact, here's the backstory. It turns out that as a young boy, Takashiro, aka Teki, the protagonist, he actually got sexually assaulted during a home invasion when he came home while the robbers were freaking robbing the place. They actually thought that he was a girl, but they just actually did away with the poor guy. And yet, people like freaking say that men can't really be like sexually assaulted, like Rita Miller, for instance. Nobody's actually freaking talking about that because they don't want to actually have to deal with like all the headaches of making such an anime so popular.
A lot of women like the Hitler anime more than men. So, and yet the Wokies don't bring that up because it would poke a hole in their thing of sexual assault fantasy, and it's like, you just can't stand the fact that someone likes this kind of anime. You
Exactly.
can't stand it, so
exactly.
you throw a fit and you refuse to acknowledge the women who would come forward and say, "Hey, I actually like this show."
You
I
might
mean,
want to
same
take
thing
it a
goes
little
with
bit louder for the A to the back.
Well, because according to them, they're not supposed to like it. If
exactly.
these people have their own rules. Honestly, bullshit rules, but
And they change
still.
it too.
Yeah,
They
It's like
change
the
it to
whole
suit them.
pervert character thing. Women
yeah.
become
Rules are the
magical unicorns
for
when it
me.
comes to pervert characters with these assholes.
Yeah, I mean, they're all female pervs in anime. Penty says hello from Penty and Stocking, and
Panty's
uh,
goal before she gets back into heaven, once she does all her deeds and stuff, is to fuck as many men as she can while she's on Earth.
there you go, a noble goal. But see,
Wait, who's that? I didn't hear
Penty
who's
and
that.
Stocking,
Who?
Penty and Stocking.
Love that anime. I got freaking fight again so I could watch it because basically,
Oh, Panty and Stocky. I remember now. I know what it is.
But no, it's just they don't ever point at the female pervs because it will destroy their damn agenda. They have to focus on the male pervs. They have to focus on Master Roshi, on
Yeah,
Mineta,
but
on
according to them,
Melodius.
females are not supposed to be pervs. Wait,
Exactly.
Newsflash, wokies!
because
Women
in
aren't
reality,
the pure creatures you make them out to be. Hell,
And
I'm
that
one of them. I watch Zone Sama's parody porn videos on Newgrounds.
and not just that, but it's like that kind of mindset where the women are supposed to be these pure angelic creatures. That's Neckbeard thinking like, "Milady, you are as pure as a flower. I swear on my Neckbeard. I
where are we living?
swear."
Victorian
Years
era?
of school bullying by the girls in the locker room pretty much has told me no, women are not these pure angelic creatures people make them out to be.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny is a while back when Janet decided to go stupid, I mean woke. They were making out to men were like evil bad guys and all this and that. Like they
Boss
had
will have a
this.
boss.
You had this one girl who was crying because the boyfriend broke up with her, and I'm
Maybe
here
she was
like,
a raging bitch.
and here's the thing, and I'm here like, okay, now show us the boy crying because the female texts him saying, "Hey, I was just using you for money."
Oh
You
wow.
know,
Like I
oh,
said, maybe the girlfriend was a raging bitch and that's why he broke up with her.
but we ain't gonna
Yeah, he
talk
had a
about
good
that. They
reason
they
for.
ain't ready. They ain't ready for that conversation yet. They
Oh, and
again.
how about the women who cheat on their guy, get pregnant, and then try to trap the guy because he's a better option than the guy she cheating on him with.
oh yeah,
Well, that
Soul Spectre 78 says, hang on a second if I can pull it up here.
all right.
Here we go. If you do anime, if you do a video on the Anime Man, please mention that he discriminates agents against dub watchers. That's also another freaking. That's another axe for me to grind against the Anime Man because basically I really can't stand the way that Joey always intrudes himself
Yo,
and makes all these bullshit videos. And don't even get me started on the fucking him and Connor along with Giga doing the Trash Take podcast. Oh god.
Oh god, no.
But I mean it.
And
I've read a lot of Reddit stories where a woman tries to trap a guy. I've read stories where a woman cheats with someone who's not of the same ethnicity as her guy. And then when the baby's born, she's like, "Oh, thank goodness you're white." But it's like all babies are pink from the start, and after a couple days, start taking on the hue that they get. Now, unless your guy has a black relative or something, like an aunt or something, he's pretty much gonna realize, hey, wait a minute.
dun
So,
dun dun.
so it, or the guy, your guy was adopted and he doesn't know his birth parent, so maybe he has a black parent. You're pretty much scum to me if you cheat on someone. Doesn't matter if it's a girl or a boy. And that pisses me off even more with women who are like, well, it's different. It's like, no. Because you know, if your guy cheated on you, he would be treated like he was Satan on earth. But if you do it, no. No, I'm going to look at you just as badly.
Yeah, like I said about my podcast, Talking Anime with Mr. Anime 343. I'm going to talk more about like bullies and chotas for my next topic for my video. But I mean, for that episode, I was actually needing some guests for that one as well. And I was actually wondering if I could actually get my good friend J Senpai X4 along with Alice Alucard, the YouTuber that I was mentioning, into that as well. But I have to talk to those two and see if they're actually up for it.
You know, if it weren't for the fact that someone probably has alerted Mother's Basement, if I were you, I'd try to get them on one of your podcasts just to expose them.
Yeah, because he's a fake fan. He's a fake ass fan because he sits there and says, goblins are supposed to be Jews, which dude, if you're looking,
whoa,
Yeah, especially he did a bad review of Jujutsu Kaisen. So simplistic.
I was like, nah, dude, it is not simplistic. But going back to the whole
Obviously,
Jew
he
thing.
doesn't get it at all.
I mean, yeah, he's an idiot.
I have never looked at a goblin and thought, yeah, that's a Jewish person. Same with the orcs. I've never looked at an orc and been like, oh yeah, that's a black person. Until I never even had those thought processes until someone told me that. I'm like,
I mean, that's what Mother's
That's gonna be stuck in my head forever, you asshole.
I mean, Mother's Basement is looking at the goblins and thinking Jewish guy, and it's like, dude.
Well, if he compared the goblin to the Jewish, I'm actually kind of offended because I'm actually partially Jewish.
Well, guess what? Mother's Basement says you're a goblin.
Okay.
And also, if I actually had to bring on Alex Kogan, I think basically since he's just as much Jewish, he's like Scottish Jewish, but he's Jewish nonetheless. But I still respect him, and he's my good friend, and I'm willing to defend any or all my friends. And that's another thing that really fucking pisses me off. People who actually attack my friends or my family online. That's actually one of my more personal pet peeves. And I also actually have a thing against that.
I don't know if it's still going on, but apparently when I looked up Vic's page on Wikipedia, it was wrong about him being 57. And one of the people we know corrected me. I'm like, all right, the page I looked at was wrong, but he's still not 60 like this tool said. And the tool started arguing with them, saying, oh, I was right. And they're like, no, I was just correcting a friend, and you weren't right. You called Vic 60. He's going to be 59. That's not 60. And the tool keeps going on and on, trying to double down like, nope, I was right. And it's like, no, you weren't. You called Vic 60.
God, Jesus Christ, people.
Oh, God.
Can't you learn to actually freaking get the facts straight before you actually go and freaking just say something? I mean, look what these freaking Kick Vic morons are doing, and that's pretty much, and again, another ass for me to grind against Kick Vic because basically I can't stand all these BA sacks here, against Vic Mignogna. He's actually doing a fan film about, being within the Silent Hill universe. He's getting a job. He's actually, trying to make a name for himself. But yet these people...
Someone actually brought up a good point saying, if doing a fan film's rock bottom, then Marchie and Monica have also hit rock bottom because they have done fan films. I'm like, oh, that's true. If this is rock bottom scraping the barrel shit, you basically just badmouth Marchie and Monica by saying that then.
Oh, also, guys, look what I got that I could actually really freaking piss off Mother's Basement.
Wait, is that the movie?
That's the movie!
Nice. I haven't seen
Awesome.
it yet. I think it's on Crunchyroll.
I want
But
to find that meme where you have the girl screaming and there's some giant bazongas on her window, and label
Oh
it
my
Mother's
god!
Basement and fan service on the bazongas.
Wait, no, guys, I
Oh,
got it. I got it.
yeah!
We send him the traps.
Oh.
Oh, I need to do a trap character for my cartoon. For my cartoon Bible thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
nice.
Like
I'm still
my OC that I got right now. My friend I commissioned it, and my friend made it for me and stuff. And this right here is a trap. Now, the
Yeah,
only thing I gotta work on is my female voice, or at least find some kind of device that can hopefully get me a more female voice. I looked it up. However, the only thing I can come across is this one thing that only makes it sound like I'm sucking on helium. It's like, no, I want to sound like a female. I'm going to become a trap, so I gotta, speed the part.
Hey, Geeky Bubba, what's up?
No, not much. Been up half the night, my night off.
Hey, nice of you to come, man.
Yeah, man, thanks for the heads up.
You're welcome. I mean, it is like an hour and 30 minutes, but
Well, to be fair, you only just saw me online, so
yeah.
Yeah, it freaking pisses me off that all these freaking idiots online, like you got Moralities, you got Mother's Basement, you got the Anime Man, you got Professor Rataku, like with Matt Wheaton, of course. Don't know if anybody can come on or not, but if you
I'm
can't
gonna
make it,
say
tell them
this. I'm gonna say this. You get a fresh, young, up and coming woman wanting to be a voice actress, willing to do whatever it takes, and she goes to the casting couch for Chris. All she has to do is say, Monica is kind of old, and bam, Monica is gone.
I wish it was that easy.
Well, it's kind of
that it happened because Chris is like, "Hi, young thing, old leather bag."
Okay, go ahead, Geeky Bubba.
well. See, and that's the thing. It's kind of like LeVar Burton, from Reading Rainbow and Star Trek, when he said what he said the other day about us not having a cancel culture, it being a consequence culture. He doesn't realize. It doesn't matter what color his skin is. It doesn't matter that his daughter is a lesbian. It does not matter. One lie about his past and everything that he has ever worked for can just come crashing down. Usually, that lie comes as as some sort of backlash because he disagreed with the ever mutating leftist agenda. And the moment that disagreement takes place, they start biding their time, they start building their case against him, and before he even knows what hit him, his entire career goes down the toilet. And if any of them, if they think they're safe, skin color doesn't make you safe. Sexuality doesn't make you safe. There is no such thing as safe. If the leftist mob decides to turn on you, it's over.
Yeah, they eat their own.
Also, to insert here, the name of the movie that I actually just showed off was called Goblin Slayer, Goblin's Crown. I'll show it to you again. So.
Cool.
Yeah, the issue is just kind of got a little glare thanks to the light. But now we can see, Goblin Slayer, yeah. But like now, I mean, these SJWs, the left, the woke, they eat their own, and like you were saying, it doesn't matter if you're black or LGBT or whatever. They will still eat you if they find one itty bitty teensy weensy little thing that you did eons ago that you don't even remember. They will destroy you because they have no life.
Oh, and it's all the better if you don't even remember it, because then you're less likely to be able to defend from it.
Exactly. But
Also,
go on.
Also, another thing that really freaking irks me is like how people always say, like, if you don't agree with my point of view, then you're anti-Stiflo, you're alt-right, you're freaking, and you're all this and that. Like, seriously, I'm my own person. How do I agree with anything that
Oh,
I
Mr.
do not
Anime.
agree with? What's
Mr.
up?
Anime. I shared something to the Council of Weebs if any of y'all want to look at it.
Well, I'll check it
Nani?
out as soon as the stream's done. So, but thanks for sharing it anyway.
I want to check it out now.
Yes,
See what
please
it
Okay,
is.
do.
well, go ahead.
I.
For some reason, if I try to go check it out, it boots me out of StreamYard.
Nice. Nice. 10 out of 10.
Oh man, but basically, I'm kind of curious. Anime Lord, why did he actually get freaking suspended off of Twitter for? I mean, that's the part I'm trying to figure out.
Honestly, I don't know. It just happened. Like,
Huh?
he didn't give me a warning or anything.
That's weird. When I got suspended, they said, hey, it's because you said they should eat Tide Pods. And I was suspended for 7 days.
They
I think,
normally
7 days over
post
telling
that.
them
I
to
just
eat
read
Tide
posts about it.
Pods.
yeah,
I got
because that's.
Wow.
I got suspended for calling someone a bitch. Literally a bitch, because if you use bitch, that'll get you knocked off.
But you're
Yeah.
a woman. Shouldn't you be able to use it?
You just
By the way, I'm still suspended. I'm probably going to be until Saturday.
Yeah.
you would think. You would think, but
Well, I hope so. Well, what I can do is make another account, and that's it.
I only have like 2 other accounts. One is my MLP account that I did use when I was attempting to do My Little Pony videos, but I kind of derailed from that. And the other one is a let's just say I do stuff with this account, and
I
leave it at
shared
that.
I shared another thing if you want to look at it, Dionysus.
I.
Where are you sharing it?
I was at the
Council of
Council of
Weebs.
Weebs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like our little,
Nice.
Matt, you were part of it until you got suspended, so that's what
Yeah.
we actually named our little group chat.
Oh,
And that has gotten me through a many of work shifts.
But Mr. Anime, the thing I shared is a meme where it's the screaming girl, and I labeled it "fan service on the boobs" and the screaming girl mother's basement. Feel free to use it everywhere.
Man, I am. And you know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to tag. I'm going to tag Mother's Basement with this picture.
Do it. Do
Yeah,
it.
it's actually
Do it.
it's actually G0FF and then 2. Do it,
I won't.
do it, do it, do it.
Do it. Do it.
Wait, is Mother's Basement the one that posted that stupid ass thing we've all been commenting on?
Yeah,
I mean, he's
pretty
posted a
much.
lot of stupid things. But yeah, he's posted about like how Jews are goblins
oh
and
God.
Oh God.
fan
Well, that
services,
because because they have the
misogyny.
pointy ears. I mean, the pointy nose.
Yeah, it's
I'm
definitely got.
guessing Mother's Basement just assumes lesbians and bisexual women are magical unicorns. We don't exist, ergo, only straight men would want to ogle big titties.
Big mummy milkers. And listen, there are plenty of cosplayers who cosplay as girls from Queensblade, as Sidrin Kagura, Matsumi, the
Hey,
list goes on.
Valentine.
Yeah, and especially with Luko, who has mommy milkers, and Katla, who has massive mommy milkers. Hell, even Passionlip from Fate, my favorite character, mind you, has a cosplayer who has a nice set of, well, mommy milkers.
I want a
Alright.
giant plush of the vampire lady from Resident Evil.
Yo, Mr. A, what is this thing again?
What was it you're trying to ask me about? Like, what thing?
Mother's Basement, Mother's Disgrace. What is this at again?
Jeff Sue. G0FF2.
G
THEW.
0.
0FF. And then Sue. THEW. Oh man, I bet you he'll actually fucking have a fucking field day with that shit.
I don't care if someone has to do stilts, but the next time Mother's Basement is at a con, I want a girl to dress up as the vampire lady from Silent Hill and then lean over him to try and force him to motorboat her tits. Just to see if he's like, I'm an adult! And then the girl say, I am an adult.
Dude, no. All we need to do is pay that. Yeah, you know that Ethot girl that got in so much trouble, that Momo-kun or whatever. We could send her after him.
Is that the girl
I'm sure if we
yeah.
the really bouncy thick girl.
Man, I did like her, to be totally honest with you.
I did too. I mean, I like the way she looked. If I had to listen to, never mind. I'm gonna stop that before we get tagged.
Coming out on May 7th.
Demonetized.
Oh.
I'm not even monetized at all because basically you have at least freaking 1,000 subscribers and able to actually get possible monetization.
It doesn't matter. YouTube will put an ad before you think so they can get money. Clownfish TV has explained that they've gotten chewed out by people for monetizing stuff, serious stuff, and them being like, what are you talking about? We didn't monetize it. And they find out that YouTube put an ad so that
Hey, Zombie, how's it hanging?
Yeah, it's going good.
Oh, Mr. A, send me, give me the ad again, please. I didn't really hear you the first time. Is that G-O?
G0.
Oh, G0.
Yes.
G0FY?
G0, 2 Fs, and then 2. THEW. Here, I'll actually have to send it to you via a private chat, so that way you know.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. That way we can do. Hey, we can even do it on like a live stream.
Oh yeah, like Mr. Anime. Mr. Anime, is Zombie part of the Council of Weeds?
Yeah. Well, actually, I haven't really.
Oh no!
Wait, what's up?
Wait,
oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Okay, guys, we have foxes down.
Wait, back.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I just freaking. I kind of eated myself out for some weird reason. Yeah. Basically,
I've started getting ads for StreamYard on YouTube now.
I haven't gotten ads yet.
Yeah, because I'm actually using StreamYard, so basically this is how I've been doing my live streams. Also, like I said, I've actually always wanted to, try getting as many live streams as possible, but you also actually have to have at least 1,000 followers before you can actually, YouTube's freaking way of actually live streaming with your smartphone, which I kind of find completely stupid.
But like I said, Clownfish TV, if it's like someone passing and they want to show their respects or something, they won't monetize it, but they get chewed out for monetizing it, and it's like, we didn't because this is kind of tacky to do that, and they find out YouTube was tacky and put an ad before their video that they don't get 1 red cent from.
I was gonna say unfortunately, it's their platform. They can do what they want.
Yeah, unfortunately, man.
Yeah, but if Blip hadn't gone bankrupt or something, people would probably be jumping to Blip after all the stupidity YouTube has done.
Okay, I sent
it. How do you do that?
And now we play the waiting game.
Yep.
So,
It's
so Zombie is part of the Council of Leaves.
If he can actually send me his Twitter at, and if he actually has it at on Twitter, basically just send it to me, and then I'll see if I can actually add it to the council.
Give me a
Okay.
second.
I'll send it in the chat. I'll just send it to the chat. My
Okay.
Twitter at will be.
hey guys.
Just go to
I use
your.
the breath. I gotta use the breath real quick. I'll be right back.
Be here.
Just get
Oh.
the link to your profile page and post that.
Okay, here you go. I put it into the chat.
Okay, I'm gonna have to see if I can find. Just need a few moments.
Oh, you saw it?
What happened?
I saw both pictures. Those are so freaking cool.
Damn
Use
it.
well, I guess the woman one doesn't really work since you're not a woman.
Okay, hold on.
He could identify as one long enough to post that.
Okay. I identify as a woman for a day just so I can post this meme picture.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, fucking hell. Man.
I still say that. Yeah.
That is just poetic justice right there.
Well,
I'll tell you,
use it everywhere. I want Mother's Basement to have a hissy fit about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he probably will. Because recently I looked at Mother's Basement like community posts, and he literally just put somebody on blast in his community post.
Make sure to tag me as the one who made the picture too. Just because
Okay.
I am willing to go through with the blasting just so I can giggle like a mad woman and be like, I messed you up. I messed you up. And the
I'm
more
back.
you keep thinking about it, the more I live rent-free in your head.
Mm-hmm.
It's absolutely glorious.
Boom.
Yeah, tag me in it as well.
Dionysus, when you post
Yeah.
that, when you tag Mother's Basement with that picture I made, make sure you credit me because I want to make sure I live rent-free in Mother's Basement.
I just crap. I just did it. Hold on, you know what? I'll redo it. I mean,
You
he
could
hasn't.
always put a comment saying "picture by Sims Girl Gem."
Oh, okay. Actually, wait. I got a one even better. Hold on. Hey, why is it crying? We need to make noise.
I want to live rent-free in his head for a while. And if he tries to complain at me, I'll just spam him with big titty vampire women.
Nice.
It's so easy when you're evil. The devil tips his hat to me.
Is that a song?
Yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah. I love musicals.
Oh, not a musical.
That's Voltaire. Fun fact for anyone who doesn't know, he is the singer from Billy and Mandy with the alien brain. The brain.
Oh,
And
I remember that
also-
song.
Yep.
That's from the Grim Adventure of Billy and Mandy.
Yeah, that's
Damn.
And also he did Land of the Dead for Billy and Mandy's Big Boogie Adventures.
I know him as the brain-eating meteor from out of the sky.
the brain meteor from outer space.
Well, hello there, little boy. Don't
Now
be
give me some
shy.
praise. You know what? After the stream, I'm going to listen to that song again. It is way too catchy.
Yeah, and
Have
the
you actually
song.
seen the one where Billy and Mandy, where freaking Grim actually shoots Billy with his sights, causing like freaking both Grim and Mandy to speak Japanese? I don't understand what you're saying.
Yeah, yep.
Hey guys,
Peeped it.
I gotta go, but thanks for having me.
Alright, keep it real,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Keep it
hope to see
real.
you next week. See you later, guys.
Alright.
Definite.
Later, man.
Okay. So check it. I redid it. I'm going to redo it. A gift to mother's boil. I mean basement. Let's see, basement, and put the at. from your from your good friend.
From your girlfriend in Tokyo.
No, good as in good girl.
Oh, I thought you said girlfriend. I'm
Oh,
like,
I was so hoping he was lying about having a girlfriend in Tokyo. You know how funny
Wait.
that'd
Do
been.
you want me to do that? Do you want me to do that?
well,
That
it's
would
a
be
reference
hilarious.
to Tenchi in Tokyo, but yes, I do.
I love. There is not one Tenchi Muyo series that I've seen that I didn't love though.
Yeah.
Come here.
I like Tenchi Muyo, but I wasn't a fan of the Pretty Sammy
Son of
series.
a bitch.
Well, that was just a side thing. I'm talking about like the actual series. Like I liked Tenchi. Yeah, Tenchi Universe was still my favorite.
Lovely in the first one because she says the real Sasami died, and it's like, oh, poor thing.
To the mistress of chaos. That was you, Jim. Since this is what you want. Discord approved. And I'm gonna tag Mr. A because I know he wants to see the chaos. Geek and Zombie, you wanna be tagged in this chaos?
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm just sitting here playing Castlevania in my living room.
Nice. Yo, hold up, I don't got you on my Twitter? That's weird. I mean, I'm typing in zombie.
Yeah, like it's young Gary zombie. Like all that is in my my title is in one act.
Oh, okay, got you. Okay, I yawn. Alright, you just
Yeah,
couldn't be named as zombie. It had to be all
yeah,
fancy.
yeah,
Alright.
yeah,
Well,
I,
everything else gets taken. You got to be fancy.
Yeah.
yeah.
To be fair, like it was a pain in the ass to come up with a Dionysus, even though not a lot of people use that. So
I'm just gonna be honest. My ad was because I like The Sims. Mainly because if I got mad at someone, I could make a sim of them and kill them in brutal ways.
Sometimes I don't understand you, D&D girl. You have so much rage. What's up with the rage?
And that's why you kill Sims. You get your catharsis and you don't go to jail for it.
This is why we have Yandere Simulator.
alright, here we go.
Well, for other
Yeah,
reasons
I
too.
really hate Yandere Dev though.
Yeah, we do
It's
hate
a
him.
great idea for a game, but he keeps adding stuff instead of just finishing the main game and then adding the stuff after as like DLCs.
Yeah, pretty much.
And he
Even though
doesn't realize that eventually everyone's going to be like, you know what? Fuck this. He's obviously never going to make the game, so I'm not wasting my money on his Patreon.
Wait, hold on, didn't he quit already or something? I could have sworn he quit.
No, he's still supposedly making the game.
Matt.
he already
No,
made
maybe
the game
he'll get around to it eventually. There are a lot of
Yeah.
comic book crowdfunders that are like that.
Yeah, because right now he's literally about to make some money because the fact that another game is looking to put two of his characters into a game.
Which characters?
Yandere-chan and I'm not gonna say, I don't even know the name of the main boy, but
I just know him as Senpai.
yeah, I call him Simp.
Okay, there you
Senpai.
Nice, Jeff.
I call him Senpai because that's what he does. He simps.
That's awesome.
Because of the fact that you can have the choice to help your rival instead of just killing them, which is a good idea because it's like if it's just killing, it's gonna get boring after a while. Why?
Yeah.
Coming from the lady that likes to make people that she loves and hates into her support characters and enemies.
Yes, but that's cathartic, and I won't go to jail for it.
Exactly.
Anyway,
I wasn't judging.
You have the option to help your rivals instead. So your first rival, her cat gets stolen by this shut-in who's obsessed with this one particular anime character that the rival just so happens to look like, and he threatens to kill the cat if she doesn't send nudes of herself to him. And keep in mind, this is a 16-year-old girl, and this guy's in his 20s. And I noticed that the guy...
I know some crazy dudes.
And I noticed that the guy that you're supposed to rescue your rival's cat from looks a lot like Yandere Dab with glasses. Freudian slip?
Oh, Jesus.
Or him admitting something?
That's interesting.
Oh, I just peeved Twitter right now. Lucky guy has two phones.
I'll tell you what would make it even funnier is if it was like a 20-something-year-old chick that was trying to like extort her for nudes. Then nobody would know who to be mad at.
Yup, pretty much. Pretty much.
I love confusing the internet.
Yeah.
To be fair, the internet's already confused with the damn gender studies bullshit, like, non-binary and all that other shit.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but that's I don't know. There are some people that I don't know. There's some people that look good enough that you don't really care what's between their legs, and others that look ugly enough that you don't really care what's between their legs. So I mean,
Hey, Mr. A, yeah? I mean, your camera's frozen.
Yeah,
I got a black screen.
Yeah,
Like, what's going on here? What's up? I mean, thankfully he's not doing anything embarrassing like picking his nose, so...
Yeah.
Like a Yakuza Western Kyoto can, make a stupid meme or whatever.
Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about this, but I'm thinking of making like an isekai story that is like about a Yakuza boss who ends up going to a new world, but ends up being a male lolicon.
Yeah, there's a name for those too.
Showtime.
Yeah, I know. It's Showtime.
Yeah. Okay. No joke. I learned that by accident.
Wait, how do you run that by accident?
Okay, at the time. No, seriously. At the time, somebody kept using it on YouTube, and so I looked it up. It was an accident that I didn't already know what it was.
Yeah.
I looked it up. But no, I looked it up on purpose. But the whole situation, like, somebody kept saying it, and I'm like, I don't know if that means what you think it means, and I was right.
And then the FBI has to on watch.
I only found out what a Shota was because of Oregon High School Host Club, because someone called Honey who's the oldest out of the whole group of hosts, showed up because he looks like a little boy.
Yeah.
I only
Yeah, I
found out what
know.
I only found out what a shoulder was when I was reading some very pure, wholesome, wonderful Catula Queensplay
Oh my
dojo.
gosh.
And
Oh.
Queen's
funnily
play.
enough,
Oh my
funnily
gosh.
enough, I only discovered Orin High School Host Club because I mistook Honey for Momiji from Fruits Basket.
Damn.
That's great.
I've seen Prince and Pauper fanfics where Momiji and Honey get switched by accident.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And then Momiji keeps saying, I'm not this Honey person, and it takes Haru, the only girl in the group who's pretending to be a boy because she's got to pay off a debt for accidentally destroying an expensive vase, accidentally falls on Momiji, and Momiji turns into a rabbit, and everyone's looking at Mori like, is this normal? And Mori's like, no, I think I'd have known if my cousin turned into a rabbit.
That's hilarious.
Oh wait,
Mm-hmm.
so wait, hold
I
on.
don't know. There's some cousins I have no idea what they can do.
Well, the way that I found out about Shota is by some good, wholesome, legal
air quotes.
hentai.
Oh, guys.
Yes, legal.
The whole Doctor Evil air quotes the legal.
Yeah,
Mhm.
legal.
I get my porn needs
Like it-
from Newgrounds.
Oh, check it
I
out,
don't-
guys.
Yeah,
What's
I
up?
used to.
Dude, that would destroy Mother's Basement's mind.
If I could
Oh, yeah.
draw, I would draw well enough. I would do a manga where you have these magical girls that are basically in scantily clad lingerie.
Giggity.
Oh, if I could draw, life would be so bad for the SJWs.
And
If
basically, the more they get ogled by the people around them, the stronger they get, so they can defeat the enemy.
That's
Trust me.
epic.
Trust me, if I could draw, this podcast will already have a manga already. We're not even have a manga. We will have a doujinshi already.
Well, hell yeah.
And I'll say, oh, everybody has their consent, sign this contract. As soon as the contract is signed, said, okay, then whatever happens to this manga, nobody has the authority to say shit.
Authority.
Also,
No,
I have
no having my character with a small child or cousins.
All I
Yeah,
ask
no,
is
heck no. Yeah, we don't do
Hey,
underage things.
Okay, insert here is asking, have I seen Suda Rippo's PSA? No, I have not seen it yet. If you actually leave me a link to it, I'll check it out as soon as I can. And you can also follow me up on you can basically just check me out around Twitter at Twitter.
But yeah, as for the whole manga idea, all I ask is you make me into the trap.
Okay, I could definitely. If it ever happens, we ever do this, just understand that you'll be the trap. I'll basically be the perverted protagonist or antagonist. Either way goes. And
I better be surrounded by femboys and big titty women.
Wait a minute, hold on. Wouldn't that be me then?
yeah, pretty much.
I don't know. Given any, I don't know. I'm always the guy that bails everybody out, so we're good. We're good on that.
So wait, I mean, like you'll be the big bro or something.
Yeah, pretty much.
I just want to be surrounded by big titty women and femboys. I don't like muscular guys for some reason. I like the straggly feminine ones.
Just out of curiosity, like I assume Astolfo is your favorite character from the Fate series.
I call basically being like the mafia guy from Danganronpa 2. Yeah, We gotta have that show. We gotta have that Shota mob
Okay,
boss.
I'm gonna yeah. Okay, I'm gonna need y'all not to judge me for not knowing this dude's name.
Okay.
But y'all remember the dude that wears the do-rag and throws the bombs that has the hot big titty sister in Bleach when they're trying to infiltrate the Soul
Yeah,
Society?
I know what you're talking
Oh
about. I
yeah.
don't know her
For
name
so
though.
long, I forgot his
Uh,
name.
okay, that was what happened to me. That if I'm gonna be honest, that's the type of character I usually am.
Well, then yeah. Well, then definitely you be the big brother of the group then.
Yes.
Mm,
Okay, so
yeah.
we got the trap. We got the perverted woman here. We got the big bro.
We got the regular pervert. We got me, the woman pervert, and who will admit to being a pervert just to piss
So
off
Now,
so
women.
basically you're the woke pervert because like the
now,
trap thing and everybody liking this. So that's literally normal now. That's the
yeah,
new
yeah. So I
normal.
mean, I would just be the Astolfo of our group.
Yeah, and
Yep, pretty much.
I'd actually be like the hair minister MC, of course.
Yeah, you'll be God. You'll basically be God in this.
Yeah,
And God said, "Let there be big-titted women," and it was good.
and thick
Giggity,
thighs,
giggity, goo.
big titties, thick thighs, and a beautiful, nice butt.
Yep. Mm-hmm. As God intended.
But here's the thing: nobody actually freaking understands the concept of fiction and reality anymore.
Ah, crap! I'm getting a phone call. Someone mute me. Hello?
Oh yeah, we gotta.
You're not muted. Oh,
Hold on,
okay.
I'm meeting you here in a minute. Here you go. Whoops, had to stream.
Yes, kind of
It was
try
a
to.
fucking chicken call. I hate those.
Dang.
Nice.
You know, you know, the the call. You think it might be your doctor or something. You know, it's silence and then hang up, and it's like, you motherfucker! I'm in the middle of something, and you're calling me to interrupt. If I ever find out who you are,
Calm down. Calm down, dear D&D girl. It was just a chicken call.
Hey, dude. I don't know where you grew up, but where I'm from, telling girls to calm down is not a good idea.
Oh, I live with women. I live with women my entire life. So yeah,
So do
I
I.
definitely know what I mean.
So did I. Okay, I was going to say you and I are in the same boat. Then why are you doing it?
Well, hold on, guys. It's easy to calm down a woman. Just if she has a knife, throw a slice of bread at her. Her womanly instincts will kick in and make you a sandwich.
Well. There's one thing that I've learned while living with women. Hentai works every time.
Yes, sir.
Just like I'll just say, D&D girl, catch. It's Black Bible. Black Bible. I'm locking you in this room with Black Bible, and then there you go. You're gonna
Oh,
stay
you mean
here for a
Bible
few
Black?
days.
Yeah,
Yeah, Bible Black. Yeah.
Same
definitely
thing.
get Bible Black.
At least I'm
I
not giving her the dub. At least I'm not giving her the dub. That will basically kill her.
I
I'm
probably
what
get
if
my temper from my father, but this is why I like Ruby from Steven Universe. And people always wonder why I like Ruby from Steven Universe. I'm like, because she's a hothead, and I'm a hothead. This is why I like female characters with flaws, because I can relate to them. I can't relate to Mary Sue Palpatine or Captain Mary Sue from Marvel's piece of crap.
Mm-hmm.
The only way I will watch Captain Marvel 2 is if Monica, the daughter of the friend of Captain America,
Yeah, did you?
punches her in the face saying, "Why the hell weren't you with my mom as she died from cancer?"
Yeah.
And
Oh,
sorry
Anyway,
for those who watch WandaVision, I didn't mean to spoil it for you.
Yeah,
And
I did. I did.
also,
That's the
I
only
was
way I'll
actually
see it.
also I was actually checking out this one particular Netflix anime called Yasuke. Oh man,
Oh my god.
that's actually really
Oh,
awesome.
yeah,
And I
because that's
think
talking about actual Black history. Like that is like a huge upgrade for everybody in the Black. I know there are Black characters in
Yeah,
anime.
but
There's dark skinned characters.
the Wokies are gonna point out he was a slave, and it's like, yeah, because it was feudal Japan.
Yep.
That was around the
But
time when black people were slaves. I'm sorry to say this.
yes, it was. It was a time, and also he got freedom. He got freedom from his master, and he became a rogue samurai,
But
aka a ronin.
but they ain't going to talk about that though, because they're mostly focused on, oh, slavery is evil. Well, yes, slavery is evil, but
That's why we don't have slaves in America anymore, because we know it's a terrible thing.
it was absolutely
Oh,
hilarious.
but America is the only ones guilty of anything ever in all of history.
Yeah, no, it's not.
I actually saw a documentary where it was revealed that white people were sold into slavery to African people. So
Yeah,
exactly.
they enslaved both sides of my spectrum, where they enslaved the Indians and as they enslaved the African Americans, aka the Africans, to the point
Fun fact,
where
everybody's been a slave in history. It's not just one group of people. Everybody has been a slave.
and everybody has suffered some way, somehow, at the hands of someone else. My Irish ancestors were
Mine too.
basically
And mine,
tortured
Lassie.
by the British.
yep.
Those damn Brits and their tea drinking and jolly good and
Well,
Yep.
spotted dicks.
considering what I heard, what the royal family, except for the Queen, did to Meghan Markle, yeah, they're not very good people.
No, they're not. No,
With
they're
their
not.
spotted dicks.
No,
That's
no,
also a pudding, by the way.
In fact,
yes, it is.
it turns out anyone with mental disabilities are dropped off somewhere and considered as if never existing to the royal family, because it might bring into question the purity of the blood. And it's like, oh no, it won't. Everyone will know that you're incestual
Come on, Johan.
because you get more possible mental disabilities with incest than you do with two different people. That's why Meghan Markle's child will probably be one of the smarter kids of the royal family in that generation, because Meghan Markle is not linked in any way to the royal family besides marriage. I mean,
Well, the thing is that we have known for, you know, hell, we've known for centuries how incestuous the British royals are, and not just the British royals, but back when the other, and even the ones that do still have title holders, the European royals are usually everybody's cousin. It's, what's funny is the only difference between the hillbillies of Tennessee and the European royals are money.
Hee haw!
That ain't even a freaking joke.
it's still funny.
It is funny.
But
Hmm.
but the fact that they put their mentally disabled into like a sane asylum or something and pretended they didn't exist was because the blood purity might be questioned. No, anyone who knows basic genetics will know, oh, the royal blood is pure, all right, to a point that they have a lot of relatives that are disabled mentally because they've been doinking their first cousins who are related to their
I was,
sisters
I was,
or something.
I was fixing to say, when your family tree resembles a wreath, there's a problem.
Mhm. Yeah, that's definitely true. But at least on their side, they're not basically riding horses. If you catch my drift. Russia, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Russia.
are we referencing that Catherine the Great thing, or is this
Yeah. We are. Yeah, we are.
that story was a pile of shit. People didn't like her. People didn't like her having power, so they made up a story about her to try and embarrass her.
Not full on all that the story was told. Like trust to believe. She was basically macking. She was basically slinging. She was basically having relations all throughout her reign. So we can't say
Well,
oh
so was Elizabeth the First. So
yep yeah. So we can't say a woman wouldn't do this. Let's bring up the fact that a woman literally had relations with African Americans and even cut them up just to make them as beauty cream.
Ugh.
Yeah, we have that in American history.
Yeah, we
Is
do.
that where American Horror Story got that idea for what's
Yep.
her face?
Yeah.
It's real.
Does
Yeah,
the
so,
real what's her face was real? Because that's one of the big things you learn in Louisiana history is about the woman who basically chained her slaves to the wall and stuff.
Man, I
And
really need to go to Mardi Gras right now. Like really, I need to really
Yes,
go.
Mardi Gras.
hell yeah.
All the hot women.
but
Yep.
I didn't get the whole I just assumed the whole beauty thing made from people's what's it in Hollywood was something that American Horror Story added. And whose dog is that?
Sorry, I'm gonna mute. I'm walking my dog, and the neighbor dogs don't like that.
So I guess who let the dogs out?
Woof.
But
But
we
definitely,
also have a museum for vampires in New Orleans,
yeah, true.
as well as a museum for death.
Yeah, true. Like basically, people have different representations of death in their said religion, and just like how we have the devil, another has trying to remember the name of it. Like in Greek, they have like their own version. So
Hades?
does Hades, and we also have like other
Yeah, but
versions.
Hades isn't really a bad guy.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing. There was the Lords of Death, like Osiris and Hades, but there was the Thanatos was the actual embodiment of death, and you've got Anubis who serves the same thing in Egyptian mythology.
Well,
I
that
cannot even
explains.
pronounce. Yeah, I can't even pronounce the Loa from Voodoo. Like that dude's name is long.
Well, that explains Thanos from Marvel's hard on Lady Death, then. Seriously, that's
Yeah.
the only
But
reason
of course,
that
Deadpool actually had to freaking going off him during the death battle with Darkseid.
Yep.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons, besides the fact that Deadpool's cells are so supercharged. It's pretty much like Cell. He just needs one cell alive and he'll, regenerate. But in some lore, Thanos cursed Deadpool to be unable to die because he doesn't want him with Lady Death. And it pisses Thanos off that he can't kill Deadpool because if he does, Deadpool wins because he gets Lady Death.
Yeah, pretty much. And Thanos actually did end up having a child with Lady Death anyway, so I'm like, how?
You know what's funny is if you read
The
the
wizard
comics,
did it. That's all you
Takes
need.
Boner to a whole new level.
Yep.
you know what's absolutely hilarious is the fact that in the movie, the Thanos in the movie is a lot better than he is in the comics because when you read the comics and the reason why he's doing all this shit, the dude's a simp. Like the dude is a massive simp. He's only
what I
doing
was-
it for the poon.
That's what I was wondering. Where's Lady Death in Endgame? Like, why wasn't
Well,
she
okay,
there?
so they have. There's actually been a lot of talk to this, but they decided to completely cut her out and give him this. You know, they decided to tweak his plan a little bit.
See, they literally made him like a father simp. So he became like a daughter con. That's what he
Yeah.
did.
Yeah,
Like, how
unfortunately,
does
that's
that
very
make
true.
it? How does that make it better though? Like,
It
how?
doesn't. It doesn't. But according to a room full of executives, it does.
Am I
I
the
Oh, that's
only
want.
good.
one?
I
Am
want
I
to
the only
see
one
in
that?
the. I want to see in the third Deadpool movie, since this will be the first Deadpool movie after Fox was bought by Disney.
Yeah.
Basically, have a scene where a bunch of people around Deadpool just poof, and he's like, "Oh, come on, Disney, come on."
That'd be awesome.
Yep.
I also
You know,
want a
I.
thing where he says, "Now that we're owned by Disney, I'm gonna try and avoid cursing," and then he gets like a knife in his foot, and he's like, "Screw it, fuck."
Okay, by the way, do any of us want to talk about Gilbert Gottfried?
What he do? Is
Wait,
he
why? What do you
dead?
do this
What?
time?
Did y'all not? Did y'all
Oh
not
yeah.
see that video? Oh my
The fact
God!
that the
He,
fact
What?
that he's gonna
yeah,
be
he was
cooking
cold
in
reading.
prison.
No, he was cold reading. Yeah, the American, like the 4 Kids song for One Piece.
Wait,
Oh God.
what?
Oh, what?
It was the
No, no,
funniest
no.
shit. I laughed so damn hard I couldn't breathe.
Oh,
I'll
wait a
have to
minute. He's
find
basically
that
been caught
later.
peeping, like, singing the One Piece song. Like,
No, he was cold reading it.
I
What,
oh,
mean,
like
he
when you
can't.
get it?
He can't do worse than For Shame.
Okay, okay. I will agree with you on most things, but I believe that song was better than anything Japan put out for that show.
Dude, they turned a
Um,
black character white because they didn't want to be bothered to remove the face paint lipstick.
okay, and that's fine. Like I will take that, but what I'm talking about is the song itself. I I love that song better than any of the theme songs that Japan put out at all.
And then, because the character is dressed like a clown, you'd have to be a dumbass to assume that was blackface.
Yeah,
yeah.
people are stupid. Come on, Johan. Come here, buddy. Yeah, say hi to
Yeah,
everybody.
the same thing about freaking the Guardian saying that Mr. Popo is actually a representation of a gollywog dog.
The
He
doggo.
is based off a gin. Learn
This is
some.
Johan.
Learn some fucking Arabic lore,
He deserves
you
head pat.
dumbasses.
Now, my fiance, she named him after Johan, after that story from the anime Monster.
Oh
Well,
oh my God!
yeah.
I
That's a
shared
beautiful name. Yeah.
I shared Skid's Twitch thing because he's almost to 1,000 followers on Twitch, so I'm trying to help him by sharing his thing. But he does a thing every Tuesday where he watches animes, and that's one of the ones he watches.
That's awesome.
Mm.
Dr. Tenma is with Dieter, and the episode where Dieter decides to join him, he's like, "Now you make sure you get on the bus," and starts walking away before Dieter follows him. And I'm like, "You're not gonna wait until the bus comes to make sure the kid gets on? For all you know, that kid will go back to town and possibly get picked up by the abusive asshole he was living with again."
Mm-hmm.
If you want to make sure
oh,
he gets to the next city, you make sure he gets on the bus. Hell, ride with him to make sure he gets to the orphanage that will take good care of him.
Yeah. Okay. So, have y'all ever had any like anime dream battles that you would love to see come true? true. Like to, whatever context has to be set up, no matter what it is. You've always wanted to see these two characters that would have no chance to fight in their own, their own anime or manga fight with each other.
Let's see.
I'm trying
that
to.
is that is a good
Because, like, I
answer.
mean, because I don't want to go the obvious death battle route. Like, I want it to be strictly my
Yeah.
I'm
own
trying to think
choice.
because when you limit it to only anime and manga, it's hard for me because
Oh no. You can pull anybody from anywhere. I was just for me. It's what is his name? The dude from Black Butler, the main Sebastian. I
yeah.
want to see Sebastian fight Doctor Meraki from Descendants of Darkness.
I was gonna say Alucard,
That
but okay then.
yeah, that'd be a mind fuck though. Like Alucard would be cool too.
Alucard
I want to
versus
see Alucard fight Grell.
Alucard versus reboot Shira, just so I can see Adora sliced and diced, just to see Wookie's about it.
Yeah, well,
Oh, I got one. So, Mojito, I think that's his name, from Jujutsu Kaisen, versus Overhaul from Boku no Hero Academia. Like, I believe Mojito's got this. Like, he's gonna walk out this one alive.
And
Man.
and if we can go out of anime for period, Stevani versus a reboot Adora and Catra, just because Adora and Catra's relationship is toxic, whereas Steven and Connie is a beautiful relationship, and they'd be able to defeat them easily.
Well, for me, I'd
Well,
actually have to go with the. For me, I'd actually have to go with Remy from Black Lagoon and Sino from Sword Art Online, and I'm talking like the GGO version of Sino.
I was going to say I didn't see Revy popping up in this absolutely at all under any circumstances, Mr. Anime. I would never have guessed you would have used that character at all.
If you actually
Spike's
notice on freaking,
Spike Spiegel
I'm just
versus
messing with
Space
you.
Dandy. Spike Spiegel versus Space Dandy.
oh,
That'd be a good one.
nice. I feel like
Yeah,
at
that'd
the
be
end of the
pretty
fight,
funny.
there will not be any beef. They'll just like get a beer or something, or just go to food.
Yes, there you go. Like,
Yeah, but
He's a dandy guy from space.
either of those guys would be taken down by Gene Starwin
Yeah,
from Outlaw Star. Like I got him in
yeah,
against either of those.
yeah. I feel like they will
yeah.
just pop.
And this is how it
Yeah,
would start. You'd have Dandy hitting on Faye, and Faye getting pissed about it, and then Spike's like, "Look, leave her alone. She's a pain in the ass, and I don't want to hear her bitching about some guy." And then that's how the fight starts, because Dandy's like, "I still want to grope."
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
well.
know that actually, Geeker actually noticed that I would have actually mentioned Remy because basically, if he actually would have followed me, freaking Remy's my waifu, and I would actually freaking beat the shit out of Brock if he actually ever thought about nutting on her.
Oh, I was watching a Lost Cause video, and it was a try not to laugh challenge. And you know that meme, "I'll use my frying pan as a drying pan" thing?
Yeah.
yeah.
They showed a girl with a frying pan over her head as she's going out into a storm, and you hear, "I'll use my frying pan as a drying pan" as she gets struck by lightning. And it's like, that's what would have happened in real life. That's why you shouldn't have that as a thing for kids to see, because they'll think, "Oh, well, this will work," and then you get a Charborough child.
Yeah, okay,
So,
I got another one.
yeah,
So,
same here.
Ida from the Outhouse versus Eclipsa from the Star versus the Forces of Evil.
Yeah.
I got
My
one.
vote.
My friend
How
Emma
about
is actually going to write a story soon where somehow 1A from My Hero Academia ends up in the Boiling Islands, And Luce is gonna have a light producing quirk, to match the whole naming theme thing, because Luce is Spanish for light.
Mm-hmm.
And she and Izuku are gonna become friends and get along well, and Amity and Ochako are gonna get jealous because Luce is canonically bisexual. Yay for my team. And they're gonna be jealous because they're gonna think, oh my god, they're gonna get together, and someone's gonna have to be like, they're just being dorky friends and are probably more like brother and sister than boyfriend and girlfriend, right? And then you have them like, oh, and it's big blush.
I think I have one. I think I have a matchup.
Alright.
Great teacher Onizuka versus the Immortal Dragon.
Oh, that's nice.
Also, another one I would love to see is Astolfo from freaking Fate Apocrypha versus Kirito.
My team wins. The traps will win.
Luna
Or
versus Kyubi.
Baki versus Iron Fist.
Grape Juice versus Yajirobe.
Ta.
Seriously, I want to see how Luna would deal with a bunny cat thing that basically dooms girls to die.
Or what about I'm trying to remember the name of the dude from Yu Yu Hakusho, the redhead hair, not the red hair,
Kurabara?
but the orange hair, like Kurabara versus
Kuwabara.
Kurabara versus trying to remember his name from Dragon Ball Z, the guy with the wolf fang fist.
Yamcha.
Yeah, Yamcha.
How do
The
you
meme.
not know? I mean, I know Yamcha.
I know,
a meme, but he's still
Yeah, I
known.
They got the same voice actor too.
Yeah, I
Don't
have
they?
like I sometimes have my
Yeah.
flaws moments. I kind of forget names sometimes.
All right. Well, everybody, we still need to see Ichigo fight Inuyasha.
Yeah.
That'd be
A lot of
cool.
big sword, a lot of big
Dionysus.
sword swinging action.
Dionysus.
Yeah.
Have you seen Ranma?
I heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
Well, I've watched the anime, and I'm trying to figure out, since Rama will sometimes use his curse form, which is a cute girl, to trick people, would that technically make him a trap?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, because he.
Well, here's the thing. First and foremost, when it comes to a trap, like ignore what the SJWs first off say it's not a slur for trans. A trap is simply a man who dresses as a woman, and they're still a man at the end of the day. Now, with the whole curse thing, and even jumping over with like Naruto's sexy jutsu, it's not really a trap due to they're not doing it, constantly or on purpose. It's not like, hey, I'm going to wear this dress 24/7, like, Astolfo and Felix. They're traps. That is more of a gag.
Well, Rama, when he goes to the beach or something, will actually just be in his girl form, because the activation of the curse is cold water, so you might as well just be your girl form while you're at the beach and wear a swimsuit.
But to be fair, like I said, I think it doesn't really qualify as trap due to be fair, that's a curse. It's not like Astolfo and Felix. They're males at the end of the day. They're born a male and they just wear a dress. The curse thing, I don't think it really qualifies it to be a legit trap.
Well, does that mean Haruhi from Orin High School Host Club is a trap? I mean, of the female variety, because aside from the host club, everyone at Orin High thinks she's a boy.
Yeah, if she dresses up as a boy, that's the reverse trap. Like if that's what she does. Yeah.
And she only really does it because she has to pay off a debt because she accidentally broke an expensive vase. But the reason she has messy short hair and she wears a sweater vest and some slacks is because she couldn't afford the girl's uniform. And
Oh
Well,
yeah,
the
her
messy
dad is a
short
trap
hair
too.
thing was because a kid stuck gum in
Ugh.
her hair, so she tried to cut it.
yeah. Like I mean,
I don't
she
know if
is
you guys,
a reverse trap. Yeah.
I don't know if you guys might have seen this or not, but basically, I got this the other day and I really enjoy it. It's called The Otaku in 10,000 BC. This is actually freaking straight up schmending.
Nice.
And, and what
Awesome.
and what makes Haruhi's thing funny is because once Tamaki, voiced by Vic Mignogna for the English thing, and I don't know what Johnny will sound like for it, but the thing with Tamaki is he keeps trying to make Haruhi dress like a girl, and she's like, I have to pay off a debt. Y'all told me that y'all will send cops after me if I don't pay off the debt for the broken vase, and this is how I make more money. The most money is to pretend to be a boy and flirt with girls.
Well, to be fair, like going with Guilty Gear, Bridget is a boy who. The reason why he dresses the way he does is apparently, if I'm not mistaken, the village that he came from. There's something about if a boy is born on a certain day, there would be
Well,
like
no,
bad
no, it
luck or
was he's a twin. He's the younger of two twins, and having twins of the same sex is supposed to be unlucky. So his parents raised him as a girl.
Ah, okay, okay. So yeah,
I
and
might not. Yeah, yeah. I know
so
Guilty Gear.
and so, like, I mean, yeah, he is a trap, and like, he's just like with her has a reason why they dress the way they do.
Well, and Bridget is also his like legal like given name. Like that was literally the name his parents named him. So yeah.
Why?
So
Why not
it's
a unisex name like Jordan? I mean, no one would really question the name Jordan because it could be for a boy or a girl. All you have to do is say, "And this is our daughter Jordan."
anime logic.
Not just that, but
Okay.
Oh man, insert here actually brings up a good
American.
point.
Yeah.
Her appearance before she got her uniform, she looked like morality's avatar. And I have an extra grind about her as well.
Neutrality. I thought we were done with that trash.
Oh, there's
Oh
actually
no!
there's
We're only
actually
getting fucking started, my friends.
there's actually a trope for female traps, as I'll call it, called Sweet Polly Oliver.
Ah, I mean, well, to be fair, we just call it reverse traps.
Well, it's Sweet Polly Oliver for a girl who dresses as a boy. Like, I forget the name of this manga, but there was this manga I read a couple years back where the dead were coming back. It was your typical zombie thing, but they were called corpse dolls. And one of the main characters pretended to be her twin brother who died, and they said it was his twin sister that died, but it was reversed. And that is an example of Sweet Polly Oliver because she's pretending to be a boy, specifically her twin brother.
Oh wow. But yeah, in fact, also for like my magical girl series, like it turns out that becoming a magical girl isn't really just an ordinary magical girl. It's more like a magical girl like a Flora Magia Madoka Magica and stuff like that. But instead of being called magical girls, they're called magical murder girls. And they actually have to go around and actually kill people off that actually have like these crisis intentions, which causes them to be like super violent and stuff like that. And the only way for that to happen is to actually freaking kill off the host of this.
Okay, I shared the link to Sweet Polly Oliver in the private thing.
Alright.
Okay, I'll have to check it out. Right. I'm pulling it up right now, and Sweet Polly Oliver. Oh. Maybe that
But
character dresses up a man to accomplish that.
right now, also kind of now to kind of go a little further with the whole trap thing, just so like I know everyone here knows that trap isn't a trans slur and stuff, but just to remind you, again, it's just a guy dressing as a woman. They still identify as a male. But
So basically,
what these
drag queens.
Yes, but please never call me that ever, please, ever.
I won't. I'm just saying. I'm just giving a term someone might understand more than trap.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just like there's even a difference between the drag queen and the cross dresser. Like, okay, look at my OC. My OC is a trap. You know, it looks feminine. Is a gothic Lolita, but it's a male, just like I am a male. So, like, this would be a cross dresser or a trap. Just like Astolfo is a trap, Felix is a trap, etc. But you jump on over to a drag queen. You know what drag queen
Bugs Bunny. Yeah, Bugs Bunny is a drag queen. Like,
hey, Bugs Bunny is hot.
Bugs Bunny is like the patron saint of awesome.
But
like the patron saint of smartass.
Yeah,
exactly. But like the drag queens, they got like the whole over the top outfits, makeup, all this and that, which I'm gonna be honest with you, it looks horrendous. And the reason why I don't want anything to be associated with us traps with drag queens is because drag queens have a bad tendency to be creepy towards little kids, and I don't want that shit near me or my fellow traps, femboys, if you will. But also to kind of finish what I was saying though is with the the SJWs need to realize that trans people are people who identify as the opposite gender and wish to transition, while a trap is just a person who wears the opposite gender but they don't wish to transition. If anything, they are being disrespectful when they call a trap a slur because no, traps have nothing to do with the LGBT.
That's a good point. That's like basically saying a woman who wears pants is basically transgendered because pants are considered more of a male outfit.
What's really also annoys me is like, I'll be totally honest with you guys, I would love to wear a dress in real life, but the issue is the society bullshit.
Pretty much.
And for Halloween, I've worn a female dress before. And D&D girl, you women, D&D girl, you women got it made. Okay, your clothes are just so damn. They feel so good, and not just that, but it looks
until you need pockets.
Oh
yeah, that's the drawback of women's clothes. We don't get good pockets because they don't supply bags.
Yeah,
that's why you have. That's why you have the Opa pocket.
Oh yeah. I know what you got there. I know what you did there.
Though Dionysus, if you ever visit New Orleans, let me know. I'll visit you and I'll be your bodyguard so you can wear a dress. And if anyone says anything, I'll say, "You want me to punch your teeth down your throat? Because I'll punch your teeth down your throat if you talk to them like that again."
I would say that if you go to the South, you will get so trust me, if you wear a dress in the South, nobody will judge you. Trust and believe. You will not be judged.
Now I live in the South, and
there's certain places in the South. My mom lives in North Carolina, so yeah.
It's kind of weird. It's called the South, but yeah, it's North Carolina. Like,
hey, Yangery.
Yeah.
Do you have a lazy eye or something? Because I just noticed.
Yeah, I do. You just noticed that. I basically.
I'm like, what's going on? This is the first time I've seen his eyes be like. Oh,
actually, I just noticed it too.
Yeah, I have a lazy eye. But I would get it fixed, but I'm not doing that. No. If Mike
Mm.
Tyson is
I'm
not gonna
just
get
glad
his,
you're not having a brain aneurysm or something.
yeah.
Because
If,
for a second, you look like one of those people who got hit with a hammer.
yeah,
Oh my
I kind
god.
of,
Hey man,
yeah.
do I have you on Twitter like the others, Zombie?
Maybe not. Like I don't know. Like if you don't, just go and check me out because I have my username is literally my on caption name, my display.
Mine too. So yeah. All right. Yeah,
Okay.
one of y'all can help me.
Yeah,
I'm
like
gonna
I
do a
think.
bit here, guys, because I'm gonna need to go get something to eat. So
All
why
right,
don't we
man.
just wrap this up and we'll
Yeah.
actually chat another time, all right?
All
Okay.
right.
So let's actually get our final words out. So let's start with Dionysus.
All right. Well, it was wonderful seeing you, wonderful heathens. I absolutely enjoy doing these live streams. You guys are just 10 out of 10, fantastic. You're all my little pub champs. And remember, everyone, traps is not a slur. It's all word. And the SJWs have no business saying otherwise. And live up to your desires.
Gangaret?
Yep. I only have to say Bayanara.
All right. Kikiro?
As always, thanks for having me on. It's been great.
D&D girl?
Wokies. Just because you don't like big titties doesn't mean lesbian women and bisexual women don't.
And of course, as always, guys, it's always actually fun having you guys on. Just remember these three things, guys. Respect the waifus, enjoy your fandoms, anime is freedom. And until the next one, this is Mr. Anime 343 saying sayonara, everyone.
Bye bye.
Sayonara,
Bye.
senpai.